Diabolical.
You made it. Kick back, stay, chat going crazy. We rolling with Ray. Hey, hey, boot it up, new day, same squad. Ray in the lobby, that's our pod. Queue up quick, we don't wait long. Chat say hi when the cam comes on. Dropping in hot, yeah, the map look clean. One more match, turn to 17. Laugh so hard when the jump goes wrong. Clip that moment, that's content gone. Welcome to Ray's stream. Everybody tap in, live on your screen. Top up your name, join in the scene. We all fam here, you know what I mean. Welcome to Ray's stream. New game, same vibe, chasing that dream. Stay to the end, don't leave me team. Throw those hearts up high for Ray's stream. Lights down low, but the mood stay bright. Heart rate up in the late night fright. Ray don't scream, she just laughs on mic. Chat like, girl, you wild, alright. Then it's Bill rotate. Catch that dub. Big wing dance, little shoulder shrug. Gifts in the feed, yeah, we show that love. Ray shout you out with a friendly run. To Ray's stream, everybody tap in, live on your screen. Top up your name, join in the scene. We all fam here, you know what I mean. Welcome to Ray's stream. New game, same vibe, chasing that dream. Stay to the end, don't leave me team. Throw those hearts up high for Ray's stream. New face, old face, all the same chair. If you had a rough day, jump it right there. We got jokes, we got wins, we got one big crew. If you rock with Ray, then we rock with you. Woo! Welcome to Ray's stream. Everybody tap in, live on your screen. Tap up your name, join in the scene. We all fam here, you know what I mean. Welcome to Ray's stream. New game, same vibe, chasing that dream. Stay to the end, don't leave me team. Throw those hearts up high for Ray's stream. Throw those hearts up high for Ray's stream.
What is going on, everybody? Woo! I'm telling you, ever since my last stream yesterday, oh my god, it's been hilarious. I once again pissed off a bunch of people, and I love it. I love it because it's just like they take the bait all the time. It's absolutely fabulous. It's good. It's good. Welcome to my dying channel, or my dead channel, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Let me get this bullshit off the screen. Hello. How are you? I see a couple of y'all in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. What up, Laura? How are you? Can't stay. I have jujitsu tonight. Well, thank you for at least stopping by. I appreciate you. Much love to Laura. My beautiful Jillykins. Hello, how are you? Terrence Martin in the chat. Hi, people. Hi, Ray. Hi, Terrence. How are you? How are you doing? I love this. The random question. What's a good recommended for a mobile game? And I recommended Call of Duty Mobile because Call of Duty on mobile is actually not bad. I play the crap out of it. It's kind of easy until you get some sweats, but I like Call of Duty Mobile personally. Let's see. Bebop, why was your comment hidden? I had to show it. Genuine question. Does anybody know if that Zero guy is autistic? I'm not gonna go as far as say that. I'm not that mean, but he is rather stupid. So for those of you who don't know, RenownedZ3ro, I don't blame you. He's kind of, I guess the best way to describe him is he's a Eric July and apparently a Yellow Flash simp. Because ever since I called Yellow Flash a bitch the other day, woo, all of the winners are coming out of the woodwork here. And I'm not going to be disrespectful and call him Sturgis, which is what the other people on the other side who don't like him, mainly FrogTony and those other guys, call him. I'm just going to call him by his username, RenownedZ3ro, because I'm not, like, I don't hate this dude, but I think he's very much ill-informed, but he's also lying about a lot of shit. So I'm out here to correct the lies because this dude is absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. And I love it when people like to make up shit about me. Especially me in my relationships with people. I fucking love it when they do that because it's like, where is the facts to back it? Where is the information? Where's the facts? I want to see the facts behind what you just said. I don't know how people know what my relationships are with people on the internet, but apparently they know it better than me. So I guess we'll just dissect it real quick. What up, Aerostream? What did you do? Oh man, you talk about certain people on the internet and their entire fucking mobs and clout chasing fucking YouTuber weirdos want to come out the woodworks and try to talk shit. And it's like, bro, we've been this route before. It's funny because RenownedZ3ro, when I first encountered him, I actually didn't hate the guy or have any issues with him. I remember actually calling in, I think I was on one of the streams he did with somebody who used to be a friend to the channel, when they were saying some shit that pissed me off. And I went at them, and then RenownedZ3ro was like, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. I didn't say anything. Like, he cowered like the pussy these guys are. And then they get their brass balls once, you know, these YouTubers they're idolizing gives them a little attention. Now, all of a sudden, they got brass balls. They want to start throwing out fucking massive insults, calling me a fat whore. Meanwhile, this dude had big-ass titties in 2022. I guess he's slimmed down. So now that he's not a fat fuck, he can call other people fat fucks. So we soon forget sometimes. Like, I wish people would stay humble. If you used to be fat and you lost the weight, like, good for you. Stay humble, though. Stay humble. And also, again, remember what I said yesterday, how all they do is talk about people being fat. Meanwhile, look at how they look. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we're going to have some fun today. We're going to have some fun today. Mm-hmm. Sure are. Sorry, I was taking a sip of my energy drink. This came out all weird. Intense Shifter, you called. I did call for you. For sure he has Tourette's, though, because he's got those facial tics. I'm not going to listen. I like to talk about the facts. I'm not going to roast him too hard. I'm not going to say he's autistic. I'm not going to say he got Tourette's. You know, I'm not cruel. Unlike these people, I'm not cruel. But anyways, so where did this start? I'm sure all you fabulous people want to know on my dead channel. Well, of course, since yesterday, a lot of people have been chiming in about me, going back to past arguments I've had with people, bullshit. And so I came across this comment. Hold on, I think where is it? Hold on. He started off by saying, oh, right here, I got it. So it's right here. So this was in a response to somebody, and I didn't even see what this person said. That the person's account was locked, and I think I had him blocked. It was probably somebody who was part of a group of people I don't want to interact with. But he commented saying, by her logic, it does. She is so dumb. She defended FrogTony, and now he got SA allegations and embarrassing DMs exposed. So I saw this, and I didn't necessarily know who he was talking about until I saw the response comment confirming it was about me. Okay, it was confirming it was about me. So I had responded. I was like, oh, I'm so dumb, though, right? But you forgot that I also defended you, RenownedZ3ro. When you and FrogTony first started going at it, I had defended you against FrogTony a few times, both publicly and privately. Because FrogTony, when this all started, because RenownedZ3ro is a Eric July supporter, and everybody who's an Eric July supporter, FrogTony has like went at for some god-awful reason. I don't fucking care. It's dumb to me. But I've literally said to FrogTony, when FrogTony has made comments about RenownedZ3ro that I disagreed with, I have literally told FrogTony, that's stupid. This is a stupid argument, right? I have defended RenownedZ3ro in the past. But, you know, they never remember that. And I've never talked bad about RenownedZ3ro. Like, he has made comments that I have had given takes on. If I'm on FrogTony's panel and they were reacting to him, like, I'd make some comments and stuff. But, like, for the most part, anytime Tony would go at RenownedZ3ro, because he was basically, like, going at specifically RenownedZ3ro and another dude, LG, and Eric July for a little bit, right? That's where it kind of started with this drama. And anytime Tony would talk about RenownedZ3ro, I'd like peace out. I didn't really give him any takes or anything like that because I didn't have any issues with this dude. But now I am a fat whore. He calls me a fat OnlyFans whore because how dare I call Yellow Flash a fucking bitch? That's all this is about, guys, because I called Yellow Flash a bitch. I have never met men, grown men, who are usually the ones that call women bitches, being so pressed that a female called a man a fucking bitch to the point where they are now literally crashing out on the fucking internet about it. Crashing out because Ethan Van Sciver retweeted it yesterday. They are so fucking mad about it. that people like this want to say some dumb shit, forgetting that I've also defended him. I've also defended him against FrogTony, who, by the way, is my fucking friend. I've defended strangers on the internet against a fucking friend. But I'm so dumb. I responded that I defend Tony when I feel Tony's in the right. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. And trust me, the times I have defended Tony are not as many as the times I've called Tony out on some shit, by the way. Okay? I have argued with Tony way more about this drama shit than I have sided with him on this drama shit. But hey, all I do is I defend Tony. Okay? And let's talk about the SA allegations against Tony, because I haven't really chimed in too much on my channel about it. Because yes, Tony has allegations that he groped a woman's butt at a meeting. Okay? I don't believe her. Simple as that. I don't. But here's the thing. It's not even for me to fucking believe, because it didn't happen to me, right? I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I can only base my opinion on what I have observed with interactions with the woman who accused him, you know, after the event happened, my personal interactions with her, my knowledge of, from at least his perspective of what happened, and that's it. I am only, and that's why I never really spoke on it, because I wasn't there. We're talking about an allegation that I can't speak too much on in great detail, other than say I just don't believe it, right? But again, it's not for me to believe. If it was really a serious allegation, if he actually did that, due process. Do we not believe in due process, people? Because at this point, it's a he said, she said situation. At this point, people who hate Tony are obviously going to run with it, because it helps paint Tony as this monstrous character that they've been basically saying. He's a bad person, his bad behavior is cool. But now we're talking about a crime being accused, and nothing has been done with it, right? So personally for me, do I believe the accusations? No, I don't. I'll be quite honest with you, but I will say that it's not for me to even believe or disbelieve. It's up to the person it apparently happened to prove it or take action. It has nothing to do with me. Okay? I spoke on it based on my experience and what I observed, and that's it. And if people don't like that, oh well, what are you going to do about it? Sue me? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, and as far as the embarrassing DMs, those DMs were so crusty, guys, and I clowned on Tony for it. I think Tony should be made fun of for those conversations, 100%. I've never defended Tony about people not sharing those DMs and making fun of him. I tell people all the time, don't say shit in private to anyone that you are not willing to deal with when it comes out public, because in time it always does, right? So I don't care about those fucking DMs. Have fun, RenownedZ3ro. Laugh at him, clown on him. I know I did. I know I clowned on him for those DMs, which, by the way, I saw some of those before the rest of y'all motherfuckers did. Because when this shit first happened, you know, I had questions and I got my answers in the form of seeing that there was consenting conversations taking place. I don't give a fuck if they're consenting adults having crusty conversations. Like, who cares? I'm not stressing that. It's the SA allegations that need to be taken a little seriously. And I think that if it did happen, then I think that something should be happening, court system, something, if it's that deep, take him to court, due process, and I'll 100% literally disavow Tony. Like, it's really that fucking simple. But I've heard a lot of conflicting things about these allegations. And here's the thing, RenownedZ3ro, I believe you yourself, when you were reviewing this situation, shockingly did not jump on the same bandwagon that everyone else did and didn't say he was guilty of it. You just laughed at his crusty DMs, which again, everybody laughs at his crusty DMs. The people who still support Tony laugh at him for those crusty ass DMs. But you did not jump on the allegations. You did not jump on the allegations, which I was shocked about. I'm sure Tony was shocked about it, but you didn't jump on those allegations. So why are you even mentioning the SA allegations when you don't even truly believe the allegations against Tony? But it's funny how people will use shit when it's convenient for their argument. Now he wants to bring up the SA allegations when he literally reacted to it on stream and pretty much does not believe the allegations. But okay. Now all of a sudden, wait, allegations is not proof, he says. Allegations are not proof of guilt. But okay. But apparently now it's worth noting to bring it up because logic. Because by RenownedZ3ro's logic, even though he doesn't believe that the allegations means that Tony's guilty, I'm going to bring them up to make it seem like he is guilty, to call out his friend for calling Yellow Flash a bitch. Hey, listen, birds of a feather flock together. Y'all both bitches to this at this point. So I responded and pointed out, that I defended him as well, and yada, yada, yada. And so his responses to that, FrogTony went from simping for a fat whore, meaning me, to simping to a skinny whore, Dirty Dalish, which, by the way, he didn't even spell her name right. I'm thinking it's Dalish, D-A, Dalish, by the way. Both of them being OnlyFans whores. And I would like to point out, again, RenownedZ3ro is so ill-informed, because, I don't expect him to know this because he doesn't follow me, and that's fine. But, I don't know why he stopped at only knowing and remembering that I used to do OnlyFans. Because I don't do it anymore. I haven't done OnlyFans in 2 years. So I'm not an OnlyFans whore anymore. So that is factually untrue. There's no OnlyFans whore. And I love, again, fat. They always go for the weight shit. So I pointed out and took a picture of me side by side to him, right? And I said, I know you ain't calling anyone fat because, sir, look at you and look at me. We're not the same. We are not the same, sir. Okay, we are not the same. Maybe the titty size is kind of the same, but we are not the same. We're not the same. Okay, what I say, guys, most of these motherfuckers that talk the most shit about people's weight and appearance always look exactly how they describe you. The projection is real, y'all. Okay, so he responded to that picture. Hold on, that's not the one. That's another thing we're gonna talk about. Hold on. Oh wait, no. Oh, okay. I had the same thing. Hold on. So this is the response. Yet I guarantee I can lift more than you and Tony. I don't know why a man is flexing that he can lift more than a fucking woman who's 5'4". I'm sure you can lift more than me. I don't know. That's not what we're flexing, RenownedZ3ro. We're not flexing who has the most muscles to lift shit. We are discussing the fact that you are just as plump as you like to accuse other people of being. You called me fat, and I just reminded you that you two are also fat, sir. If anything, more so than I am. I got a little tummy. You got a tummy that overlaps you. Twice, by the way. Your tummy overlapped you twice, sir. Your folds got folds. So that was the point I was making. We weren't arguing. This is a dick measuring competition. I don't have, this is like him saying my dick's bigger than yours. I don't have a dick, RenownedZ3ro. Of course, you could probably lift more than me. I am 5'4". I am I'm a female. I can't lift 200 pounds. You got me. Wow, there's the big gotcha. If you just stopped at saying that you could lift more than Tony, that is a dick measuring contest. Both of you have dicks. Both of you a little bit rotund. Okay, Tony might be slimmed down a little bit more. I think I've seen pictures of Tony when they were arguing over who's fat and who's not. I remember when this picture of Renowned was posted, and Tony was clowning on him for being fat, and then he showed pictures where he's a thinner and taller than RenownedZ3ro. But whatever, y'all both have dicks. Y'all can measure each other's dick. I don't know why you're trying to flex. You can lift more than me. That is the most dumbest thing a man could do. Hey, you're a tiny little thing. I bet you I could bench more than you. No shit. Who is arguing this? Who is arguing this? He says it's hilarious how you think a picture from 2020 means anything. Well, sir, it means, like I said in the beginning, you yourself used to be fat with man boobs. Okay? Whether you're fat now, but in 2022, you were fucking fat. That was you fat ass. Okay? And regardless of your fatness, you still look like your fucking voice put your face to sleep. Like you look tired, sir. Every time you see a picture of this man or when he streams, he looks exhausted. Like this man don't sleep. Like he's so boring and he lacks personality to the point where his face physically shows you how lame he is. Okay? I don't fucking care about your looks that much. I only brought it up because you did. You wanted to call me a fat whore. You want to call people fat. You want to talk about people's looks. Look in the mirror, bro. You look like one of them motherfuckers from the Lord of the Rings. Not the pretty ones. You look like a fucking orc that got his shit together and got his teeth done. Like, that's what you look like to me. But who cares what you look like? I don't give a fuck if you're fat and you got man tits. But I will bring it up if you're trying to use that against somebody else. Because, like, sir, I don't care if it was 2022. You used to be a fat fuck. Maybe don't make fun of other people for being fat. They haven't gotten to the point where they lost the weight. So the fuck what? Be a little humble. You used to have titties almost as big as mine. Be humble. Simple as that. But no, that's why I brought up. Oh my God. It means nothing. It means everything. It means everything. Because again, the ones that talk the most shit. And by the way, I just want to point out, when that picture was taken, this motherfucker was still calling people fat. In 2022, you were still making fat fucking comments to people while you were still fucking fat. That's why it means something, you fucking retard. That's why it means something. In 2022, when you are fucking jiggling your fucking titties at a convention and people snap pictures of you, you were calling other people fucking fat asses. You called Tony a fat ass. That's why they made fun of you when they saw that you yourself in 2022, at the same time you were making those comments, have some jiggly ass fucking, the jiggle mechanics on you are real. Let's just say that. The jiggle mechanics on you for real. So yes, it does mean something. You must have forgotten that he paid you for OnlyFans a couple of times. Let's dissect that one, guys. But I do have a super chat. Hold on. For my dead channel. My dead channel, I have a super chat. Mr. Ray0 for $4.99. Bro, calm down. You got to be more professional, Ray. I can't get you a TV deal or co-sign if you're going to keep yelling like you don't got any sense. Thank you, Mr. Ray0. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anyways, let's dissect that. You must have forgotten that he paid you for OnlyFans a couple times. RenownedZ3ro, you must have forgotten that we have already addressed that situation. What situation do you ask? The situation where they tried to use me, and this is when I had beef with RenownedZ3ro and his buddy LG at the time, because they were trying to make it sound like FrogTony was giving me money because I did OnlyFans. By the way, at that point when they said that, I had already pretty much quit OnlyFans, right? But what they're talking about is the one time that FrogTony did, in fact, subscribe to OnlyFans. But why did he subscribe to my OnlyFans? Was it because he wanted to see my titties that bad? Or was it, guys, because he wanted to do a review of my OnlyFans on his live stream that I took part in? Because at this time, when me and FrogTony were cool, at this time, when me and FrogTony were cool, sorry, I hate when my freaking screen does that. When me and FrogTony were cool, this is around the time that the Intellivision Amico crowd had issues with me or whatever. Some of them still did, but FrogTony thought it would be funny to do a review of my OnlyFans with a panel of people that I was also cordial with me there, and make it awkward. And Tony had asked me if it was okay, if I would be okay with this, and if I would be on the panel. I actually asked him, sorry, I said the stories wrong. I asked him if I could be on the panel. He asked me if it was okay if they could do a review of my OnlyFans. And I said, well, you can't show the pictures on YouTube. They'll flag you down. And he said, well, what we're going to do is I'm going to have a separate StreamYard, and I'm going to screen share the OnlyFans to the guys, and we're going to talk about your titties. And I said, oh my God, can I be part of this? And he's like, well, it's going to be probably awkward. I said, I love making people awkward. Speak of the devil, this man right here, he's on the panel. Potion Storm Run was on this panel. Okay? So, making streams, making fun of cavemen in 2026 is nice, but... So, yes, FrogTony paid for my OnlyFans one time, and I know it was one time because I had access, obviously, to the usernames and people who subscribed to my OnlyFans. He subscribed for 1 month because that was the tier, and that was it. Who cares? It was 1 month. He didn't renew his subscription. Nothing. He did it for the purpose of this stream, which we reacted to, and we had fun, and it was a great time, and I made everyone uncomfortable, and it was funny. So that's it. He didn't pay for my OnlyFans multiple times like RenownedZ3ro is saying, because here's the thing. How the fuck would you know? Like, how would you know how many times somebody paid for somebody's OnlyFans content, RenownedZ3ro? You wouldn't. You would not have access to that information. But he will say it as fact because it sounds good, and people who already hate Tony and hate me aren't going to care about what the truth is, because these people don't care about facts or truth. They only care about narratives that they can twist to their liking and yet accuse other people of doing the same. Anyways, that's crazy how you forgot about that. I know, right, RenownedZ3ro? It's crazy how you forgot that that was already addressed when you tried that back in the day when I had to check you and your boy for making these accusations about Tony being my simp. Tony never simped for me. Tony would never simp for me. Number one, I'm not his type. I don't know if you guys noticed, Tony has a fucking type. I'm not the right skin tone for Tony, nor am I the right size. Tony apparently likes the petite girls. I'm not petite. So trust me, there is no simping with FrogTony and me. Me and FrogTony have a brother-sister relationship at best. It's not that kind of brother-sister relationship, you sick fucks. I know how y'all are going to twist that because y'all are sickos, wanting to have some sicko fantasies about brothers and sisters. No, me and Tony do not have, and never have, and never will have that type of relationship. We are very good friends, and that's it. And I want to remind people who don't know my history with FrogTony, I fucking hated him when I met him too. I hated Frog. I did a stream where I called him a piece of fucking shit. I screamed it in my microphone that Tony was a piece of fucking shit. I hated FrogTony when I first met him. Potion Sword Run has been around for a long time and can tell you that I hated FrogTony. How many streams did I make cussing out FrogTony? Yes, Tony actually does like redheads too. It's kind of, most men do. I don't know what the thing is with redheads, but a lot of men have a thing for redheads. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, there's never ever been, nor have. I'm not even the type that Tony even finds attractive, which again is fine by me, because me and Tony, I don't look at Tony like that at all. Tony's my friend, and that's it. And I didn't like him when I first met him either. Okay? I did streams about FrogTony. I did many streams about FrogTony back in the day. So I don't know why y'all like to think that I just if anything, like I would be the one that would be, I guess, simping for Tony by saying, well, she does nothing but defend him and all that. So wouldn't I be the simp? RenownedZ3ro, do you even know what simping is? Do you even know what simping is? Oh, I know you do. I know you do. So I brought up the whole thing about the essay allegations. So allegations that haven't been proven, right? I said here. So I defended FrogTony, who has essay allegations, yet you defend Yellow Flash for supporting an anime depicting minors being raped. But I'm the dumb one. And his response to that was, so real life versus fiction, that's your argument? So real life versus fiction is your argument, RenownedZ3ro? Do you know who else makes these same arguments? Do you know who else makes these same arguments, RenownedZ3ro? Predators who are into lolly, who jerk off to the thought of having sex with little kids. Those are the people who use the same argument you just used at me. Somebody please check RenownedZ3ro's hard drive. And then look who he tags. Look who he tags. He tags Daddy. Daddy Flash. He tags him in there to jump in on this so he can get his ass pats from Yellow Flash. Did I do good defending you about the redo of Healer thing, Flash? Did I do good putting this OnlyFans whore in check for you? By the way, I don't know if you paid attention, RenownedZ3ro, that Yellow Flash likes OnlyFans whores. Did you not see the OnlyFans whore talking about how she gave this man blue balls at a convention a few years back? You don't know that? I'm pretty sure there have been people who are pointing out to me that Yellow Flash showed his screen where he was in contact with another OnlyFans whore. Oh, we just gotta ignore that? Don't tag Yellow Flash in anything related to OnlyFans whores. He might slide in my fucking DMs. This is the ops. I'm just showing you the ops, guys. This is Tony's ops. These are my ops now. This is who we're dealing with. This is the A team right here. And if this is an A team, I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. Also, don't you all be arguing by chat. Everyone's welcome here until they piss me off. Don't be arguing with the chat. I think I saw Stray Beans here. Stray Beans is a troublemaker. Let's see. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. We're talking about the cynic and Tony drama. I've gone on record many times. I've talked to both of them, told them that their fighting is dumb. I've told them both their fighting is dumb. Both of them are dumb for going this hard, in my opinion. But they grown men. I ain't their girlfriends. I ain't their wives. I can't tell them they ain't gonna listen to me. They ain't gonna listen to me. So that's just what it comes down to, is that nobody listens to me. I'm allowed to give my opinions. I don't know why people think I don't. And y'all are allowed to call me stupid for having them. That's fine. But at least be a little bit more on the factual side of the argument instead of making shit up like RenownedZ3ro just did, where he's making up stories about FrogTony subscribing to my OnlyFans multiple times, which is factually untrue. Factually untrue. And I just proved that. And he can't prove that it's not true. How can you prove it? You don't have access to, I don't even have access to OnlyFans. It's gone. But you can't prove how many times somebody subscribed to my OnlyFans. So why would you even say that without even having facts? See how they just they're like monkeys throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And that's the sad part about it, is that's what people do online. They don't have to say anything factually true. They just have to say something that sounds good enough to be believable enough because they don't like you. They already have this idea of you in their head. So it's easy to believe someone like RenownedZ3ro when he says something, oh, that must be true. Because Tony recently got exposed for talking to an OnlyFans girl. So he must be doing that with this chick. It must be true. This must be true, guys, that he said this, that he did this because he already did it with another OnlyFans girl. I can't speak for how many times FrogTony paid for Daylish's OnlyFans, if he did at all. I can't speak on that because I don't know. And frankly, it's none of my goddamn business what two consenting adults do with their time and fucking money. Not my fucking problem. But you're not going to say that shit about me when I do know. When I do have that information. Trust me, I'd be the first one. I have nothing to hide. I would tell y'all FrogTony subscribed to my shit for more than a month. I would tell y'all, and trust me, and put it this way. Argument's sake, right? RenownedZ3ro, say you're right. Say you're right. Say you're right. Tony did subscribe for more than a few months. How would you know? Because if he was to do that, he would not do it on the same account that he did it for the 1 month when we did that stream. He would make an alt account that I wouldn't recognize, and I wouldn't look up and wouldn't know it's him for him to do that. For him to do that. So I don't know. Maybe RenownedZ3ro, maybe you're right. Maybe Tony secretly signed up for my OnlyFans without me knowing he signed up for it. That could be possible. But how would you know that? RenownedZ3ro, did you go into my OnlyFans account and look at my fucking analytics and look at my revenue and see how many members I had and what users signed up and which tier they paid for? Because I had different tiers. Did you have that information, RenownedZ3ro, to say without a fraction of a doubt that FrogTony had subscribed to my OnlyFans more than one time that he admitted to and that I knew about? Really want to know how he has that information, guys. How do you have that information, RenownedZ3ro? All right, you don't. You just said it because you know that it doesn't matter what the facts and truth are. You're going to run with the lie. Other people who don't like me or don't like Tony are going to run with the lie. And that is what you do. And that's why you're not a credible source of any information for anything you talk about on the internet, RenownedZ3ro. That's why Tony started clowning you. That's why I started to see why Tony went at you. You are a loser clown that comes on the internet and just blatantly lies about people because you don't like what they said. And I just want to remind everybody, this all started all because I called Yellow Flash a bitch. And then Etherman Skyver retweeted it and brought up a fact that once upon a time, there was a cosplay OnlyFans chick who are making claims that Yellow Flash wanted to dick her down while he was in a committed relationship with another woman. I'm so sorry that I reminded people of a 5-year-old story that got swept under the rug before Yellow Flash was as big as he was. That is not my fault that y'all missed the story when it was hot. My apologies that Ethan Van Sciver brought it up. Did I ask him to? No. Did I expect him to? No. Am I happy he did? Yes. Because the more people who see it now, the more people are going to look at Yellow Flash and ask questions that he's not going to answer. He's just going to block you and keep it moving. Or he himself's going to make up shit. It's funny how Yellow Flash and RenownedZ3ro, no wonder why RenownedZ3ro likes Yellow Flash, because Yellow Flash also makes up lies and bullshit. Yellow Flash also fabricates shit that never fucking happened, like the time he tried to get people to believe that somebody tried to dox him using a cell phone to track his location. You know, people think that because it was so long ago that we forget. No, we don't forget. We just wait for opportunities for new waves of people to come so we can let them know and decide what they want to do with that information. I don't see the problem because they all do the same thing, right? So because I called Yellow Flash a bitch, a lot of people who remember me from back in the day under different names back in the day will start digging up my shit and saying, well, isn't that the chick who called this person this and did that and did that? Aren't y'all doing the same thing to me? But it's not okay when I bring up old shit about Yellow Flash, but it's okay when y'all want to dig up. Bro, they literally are so petty. They brought up an old video that Tony posted where it says Saggy Melons Exposed, because that was my handle back then. Saggy Melons Exposed. And it was a video where Tony, quote, exposes me for being a baby. Yes, guys, Saggy Melons was a baby. Back in the day, many, many, many years ago, she was a baby. Now, that was Tony's attempt at trolling people. It was bad. It wasn't funny. Sorry, Tony, you're not fucking funny with that one. That was Tony and not his glory days, okay, of entertainment. It was weak sauce. But it was a joke. These motherfuckers posted it and made it seem like, oh, it's funny how she defends Tony, yet he exposed her. Bro, these are the ops. These are the fucking ops. People taking a stream, linking it, and if you watch the stream, you will hear Tony say that the big expose on me was that I was born a baby. It was a stupid joke. It was awful. Please roast him for how bad that video was. But FrogTony never, quote, exposed me. Okay? But this is the ops. You see how they throw shit at a wall? Hope something sticks. If one person believed that video without watching it and just ran with it, that's what they want. That's what people like RenownedZ3ro, Yellow Flash, that's what they all want. There are, let's see, drama farming grifters at this point. And again, I want to remind RenownedZ3ro, I had no issues with you, really, bro. None until you got in this little thing because you're mad that I called Yellow Flash a bitch. And because I'm friends with FrogTony. I'm sorry I have friends. I'm sorry I have friends you guys don't like. But just because they're my friends, please stop assuming that at every opportunity I sit here and defend my friends. My friends online get involved in stupid shit all the time, and I tell them about it. I've told Tony many times, that fucking Dalish situation, that dirty Dalish situation, you can clip it, send it to her, whatever. That Dalish situation, when he told me that he was talking to her and, they were having these conversations, not descriptive, but he kind of liked her. I literally was like, it's not bad. It's not a good idea, bro. I did not agree with it. I did not think it was a good idea. Tell me I'm wrong, Tony. You know I didn't think it was a good idea. But who am I to tell a grown adult what to do? Like, you want my opinion? Yeah, I didn't think it was a good idea. Maybe leave it alone. Wasn't smelling right. And again, not saying wasn't smelling right, like she didn't smell right. I don't know how she smells. I'm saying like the situation just didn't feel right to me. My gut was telling me something stupid was a brewing. And guess what? Something stupid brewed. Okay? I don't always agree with my friends. And I think a lot of my friends do put themselves in stupid situations and they have to deal with the repercussions. But right is right and wrong is still wrong. If my friends are right, I'm going to side with my friends and say I feel like they're right. If they're wrong, I will say you are wrong. Katie, you're in the chat still? Ask Cynic how many times I told him I did not agree with Tony. And if he says I have never said that, he's lying, because I've told him many times. I don't agree with a lot of the shit that goes on with y'all's beef. I don't. But y'all are grown adults. I can't hold your fucking hands and make you guys sit by the fire and sing Kumbaya with some s'mores and a fucking guitar. I can't do it. You're grown adults. Y'all have beef. If I think something's wrong and I feel like speaking on it, I'm going to. If you don't like it, well, tough fucking shit. I can't stop Tony from going at this person. I can't stop Cynic from going at this person. You're grown adults. The fuck am I supposed to do? I can voice my opinion and that's it. If you don't want to hear it or you don't want to take my fucking advice on anything, that's also fine too. I'm not going to sit here and hate people because everybody's got fucking retarded issues with each other. And I say retarded issues because you have to be mentally stunted. And no offense to mentally stunted people. I'm not trying to be ableist here. I'm just saying you have to be mentally stunted to really take some of this shit this fucking seriously sometimes. And I don't always take some shit seriously, especially when I'm not involved. Maybe it's because I'm not directly involved. I don't care as much, but like, I still care about Tony. Trust me, he gets mad at me all the time that I don't care as much as he wants me to. Why aren't you mad for me? No, he doesn't say that. Don't run with that. I'm not saying he said that. But I'm telling you, like, Tony does not get, like, mad at me because I sometimes defend his ops. Because sometimes he'll say some shit that I'm like, that's not a good argument, Tony. Do better. Do better. Because RenownedZ3ro, the last thing RenownedZ3ro said before I did this stream was have fun on your dead channel. And I was like, that's kind of funny you say that because I remember when I first heard of you, RenownedZ3ro, that's exactly what Tony said to you. Before your channel started getting, you know, where it's at because of all your Eric July dick sucking, Tony said the same thing to you about your channel numbers being trash compared to his and your channel's dead and nobody watches you type shit. And I told Tony, hey, that's a stupid argument. Who cares if his channel isn't doing as good as yours? That doesn't mean that what he's saying is not something people can listen to because his numbers don't reflect that. Like, I've said that to Tony, and I remember RenownedZ3ro, you were in that thread, so I know you saw that comment. But don't forget, I'm so dumb that I defend FrogTony like I never defended you. I've defended you, but you don't care about that. You only want people to just think that I suck Tony's dick so hard online that Tony could do no wrong. Oh, trust me. If y'all have heard some of the conversations I had yelling at Tony for some of the stupid shit that's come out of his mouth. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I just find it funny when people say shit and they just don't have facts, but people will just run with it. Run with it. Because who wants to listen to a black bitch yelling in her microphone? Nobody, except for 31 people. My dead channel has 31 people watching it. This is the most I've had in a while. Thank you. I mean, yeah, my channel is dead. That's a factual statement. The only factual thing he said about me today and this whole entire thing was my channel is pretty much dead. 100%, you are correct. But yet I still am going to stream. So who cares? Like, again, you're using an argument that was used against you by FrogTony to me. Y'all are not that much different if you think about it. No, don't come on here, Tony, and say shit. Don't you dare. I see you. What the fuck is that picture? What is that picture? What do you want, Tony?
I was just coming here to, it's my birthday, so I figured I'd come visit you. But I just wanted to verify that you do indeed yell at me quite a bit. And you told me several times to not get involved with Dalish at all.
Did I not tell you when you were fighting with RenownedZ3ro? Did I not defend RenownedZ3ro to you a few times and told you were making stupid arguments and you would argue with me?
Several times on stream. Right. There's streams where you come on and you tell me that leave Renowned alone. He's a good guy.
I don't recall saying all that. Well, I remember when you would cover RenownedZ3ro and you'd ask me my thoughts and I would never give it because I just didn't want to go at him because like I didn't care. But also like anytime I didn't go at him as hard with his opinions, I sometimes I would side with him and your audience hated me and they would come at me. Remember those times?
I remember him like it was yesterday. What's up? Thank you, Potion.
Happy birthday, by the way. I was going to call you after the stream and say it, but you're here. Happy birthday. But no, it's funny because RenownedZ3ro seems to have forgotten any time that I have not done that. And then after a while, when he started saying crazy shit, I would be like, yeah, maybe Tony's onto something here. But in the beginning, 100% defended him when you were making stupid comments about his channel numbers. Oh, my channel is better than yours. And then he did the same shit.
No. See, this is why I hate you, Sag.
No. Oh my God, here it comes. Oh, you don't hate me, first of all. And you're lucky it's your birthday. I'm going to be nice to you. Go ahead.
No. See, like you would come at me and you'd be like, "Hey, why are you bringing up RenownedZ3ro's numbers? Blah 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 blah." And I'd be like, "Well, Saggy, because he started it first on Twitter. Like this whole thing, like the whole number things, is because he would bring it up and be like, "Look how many views I got on this," and then he'd do like weird arguments about like you have more subscribers, so the ratio to subscribers to viewers on my channel is better than yours.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because you told me that, and I still came at you. Still came at you.
That's what I'm saying. I'll explain to you what's going on. You're like, I just don't give a fuck. Just leave him alone.
Right. But yet I always defend you, Tony, no matter what you do no wrong. And I always find it funny when people say it's because like you guys only talk about the times when I've defended Tony, but never talk about numerous times I've argued with him. On live streams. I just want to say real quick,
that video I did was funny as fuck. You are in the comments laughing, saying how funny it was. So don't change your opinion 3 years later to try to say that wasn't a funny video. It's funny because the buildup, because everyone thought I was going at you and exposing you. Everyone was really excited about it. And I build it up. If you watch the video, if you don't know what it is and you watch it for like the first 2 minutes, it's like a lot of buildup of how disgusted I am with you and you lying to us about your past and blah, blah, blah. So there's like, it's one of those, like it's one and done. Once you watch it and know the punchline.
Tony, what the punchline, it wasn't even worth it. Like the buildup, sure. But then the whole thing of like, she was a baby was like, bro, what? Even I watched it like, bro, what? I really wasted all this time on this. But that
was the whole thing because it's a troll on you for watching it, for being so invested in Saggy Melons that you wanted to watch an exposed video on.
We were cool at that time. Don't say I was obsessed with Saggy Melons. We were cool at that time.
No, I'm saying that other people, like I said, I'm going to expose Saggy. So people who were so obsessed with you would watch the video and then be let down. Like the joke is on them. The joke isn't on you. The joke is on your haters.
Right. But that's the thing that's funny is that these guys.
No, you lied to your audience. See, this is how stupid Cunty did is. He said stuff like this.
Hey, you know better about you.
She literally is in your comments claiming that I called her a PDF file when I never did. They've never once pulled up a single quote, a single tweet, a single fucking screenshot, a audio clip of me saying that. I've repeatedly said over and over, Katie has read Lolicon fan fiction. That's it. I never called her a PDF, but she wants to run with that because she needs her sympathy points. Because even though she's admitted to reading Lolicon fan fiction, I'm the asshole for pointing it out, for saying, hey, she had lied to us about it.
Look, RenownedZ3ro. Me and Tony are about to disagree again. So here's me not defending Tony on this one. See, I hear you and I get it. You might have not, and in fairness, I'm going to be fair here. You might have not said those words directly, but it is implied. That's what the argument is.
I literally said the opposite. I literally said this does not make her. I literally said this does not make her a PDF file. I am not calling her a PDF file. I am simply pointing out that she lied to us, and this is the subject matter in which she had lied to us about. That's what I said.
Tony,
there's a greater context to the conversation.
Okay, my point is anyone.
I don't care what everyone else. I'm autistic, and you know that. I am pointing out something.
Yes, autistic Tony. Let me explain. If you make a comment on the internet and say that somebody's into lolly, majority of people
I didn't say she was into lolly.
You did. You just said that.
No, I didn't.
You said she was reading lolly.
I didn't say she was still into lolly. I didn't say
that she was. Anyone who says anything about people engaging in lolly, whether she read it, she looked at it once, people will always jump to especially if they don't like you, they're gonna run and just start calling you pedophile. That happens all the time. So in fairness,
look, she said you just did, and I didn't fucking say it. When did I say that, Katie? Ray, you were just listening to me. Did I call Katie a pedophile?
No, she's talking about you saying that she supported lolly.
I never said she supported. I said you read it. What part of this are you not listening to? You read it. You have a account on a website that is fan fiction. you deleted that account, but there's an archive of it.
All right,
and in that archive is a bookmark for a Lolicon fan fiction story.
Let's shift the RenownedZ3ro stuff because now we got the Katie did stuff. Okay, let's address the Katie did stuff because I wasn't gonna address all this because, like I said, I wasn't gonna let y'all hash it out. But since I'm doing a stream and we're all here now, listen, I recall you doing a stream where you were reacting to a video that Katie was saying, like, look, she knew what she was reading and she was supporting it. She was into it. I remember that stream. I watched that stream, Tony. I watched that stream. So there is a little sliver of truth of you kind of making the implication that she's into Lolly.
No, I'm pretty sure at the end of that I said I don't know if she still reads that or not.
But at the time, yes, you pointed out the old video at the time saying, see, she lied that she didn't know what it was at the time. She was into it. That's what you did. So that is fair for her to say.
She was past tense.
But you also said that she lied to you.
She did.
What did she?
I don't know. Me saying factual things is somehow like makes me evil.
Me saying factual things makes me a Tony simp. So I guess, yeah.
It's freaking Inuyasha. Yeah, but did you read a story about Inuyasha fighting demons and then going to have a picnic? Or was there other things going on in that fan fiction, Katie? Come on. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can't even be honest with what you're talking about. In one comment, you go, yes, I did read that, and you knew about it. And now in another comment, you're trying to brush it under the rug like, it was just Inuyasha. I mean, Cynic literally said that I went at Katie because she just likes anime. She just happened to like anime, and so Tony went after her. This is the biggest fucking... You call me a simp.
Let me explain it, and I'm sure Tony will try to correct me if I say anything. But when I first heard of Katie, people were talking about a forum page where there was fan fiction written involving a character in Inuyasha named Shishomaru, who is a very drawn to be very beautiful demon dog who eventually adopts a little girl who is pretty, her story is pretty tragic, like little orphan girl, adopted her basically raised her as his daughter. And some people, because anime fans are very degenerate sometimes, a lot of times, depict Shishomaru having sexual relations with the little girl that he adopted. And apparently Katie was involved, and I'm saying involved because, the whole story is she was involved with reading these fan fictions on for content. And that's what people were calling her, saying like, this chick's reading disgusting fan fiction about a 1,000-year-old demon creature having sexual relations with a little girl who in the series, she is a little girl. She does grow up, but they were depicting her. There's depictions of her still as a little girl in some of these fan fictions. And that's what the controversy was. And what Katie is saying is at the time she didn't she wasn't really into it like that. Again, I judge people for who they are now and what they do. People can make mistakes. I always give people chances. A lot of people who were going at Katie for this are now cool with her, excluding FrogTony now. They had a falling out. But a lot of people who were going at her, who I know, that were calling her a pedophile and shit like that, they're all cool with her now too. And now this is why I try to stay out of it, because it's messy, right? Because at the time FrogTony was cool with Katie for, believing her side of the story. Now he doesn't, cool, whatever. But again, I want to point out the other people who she associates with who also felt the same way, and they changed their tune and now they're fine with her. And I'm kind of like that. I'm like, listen, if people aren't out there doing some sus shit, people make mistakes. I'm willing to look past it and move forward and not judge you for your past and judge you for who you are now. But again, this beef is between her and Tony, right? But for some reason, if I give my opinion and it's not leaning more on one side, I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole because I'm not fully leaning. And I will say this in fairness to Katie and in fairness to FrogTony, neither one of them have dragged me in the middle. I would say, if anything, some people on your side, Tony, have tried to drag me into it a little bit. But aside from that, I stay out of it because, again, it's two people who have issues with each other, has nothing to do with me. So I just let them handle it how they handle it. And again, neither one of them have tried to put me in the middle or make me choose between each other. In fairness, like Katie has never said, oh my God, I don't know why you're friends with Tony. He says all these nasty things about me. Tony's like, I don't know why you're cool with Katie. She's lied about me, all this other stuff. So at least they keep me out of it, and they just fight each other. They just fight each other.
Soup says, could Katie tell it was Lolly? Yes, it had tags on it that literally said underage and then sex, right? The story is literally like, again, I don't know if there was images. I didn't look at the story. Other people have. I didn't.
So,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was just written.
So,
right?
I will say this. I don't know if you deep dived into it, but like when this came out, I looked into it myself. And I went on that forum page to see, when people were talking about the tags. It was really interesting that a lot of the tags with those specific titles you said were like there's like a shit ton. Like the one specifically she read, I looked it up, and and some of them for the most part had a lot of fucking tags, like 20 or 30 tags, and like somewhere in the middle, not even on the top, but somewhere in the middle, then it'll say things like underage, daughter, daddy shit, and it'll be like hidden. So like, and I would give Katie this. What's the word I'm looking for, Tony? When you're giving somebody
benefit
like
of the doubt?
Yeah, right. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I drew a blank. I will give Katie this benefit of the doubt. When I saw it, I didn't see that shit right away either. It took me. I had to look at all of the hashtags, and I was like, "Oh, there it is, right in the middle, like towards the bottom." So I was like, it is possible. It is possible, and you can argue that it's not whatever, but it is possible to have missed some of those hashtags and some of those posts because of how many of them were in there and how it was kind of hidden towards the bottom.
But here's the thing, though, Saggy. Here's what I think you're missing. Like if I read a story about Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero and Sonya Blade, right? And they go, it's a they're doing the deed. I know they're both adults. If I'm reading a story about Dora the Explorer, I'm pretty sure people go, that's a child. You're not reading an adult no more, right? This character is a child, right? Unless the author specifically says, and then 20 years later, right? Unless there's something like that in the story, that they're talking about the character as a child, because that is what the character is.
I mean, I hear you. I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, I would have been sus of reading anything involving two characters where I know that in the original story, one of them is a minor. I'd be like, yeah, no. But they're also, and I'm not trying to defend it at all, but there are, again, anime fucking fans are fucking degenerates. They do tend to age up that character, so it's not sus. Yeah, but there are a fair amount of them that don't. In fairness, there are a lot of them that just won't.
That would be both specified in the story and specified on the.
No, I would agree, but I also will say, for people who aren't as hardcore knowledgeable about that fandom. There are some people who can be ignorant, because I pointed this out before, and again, I'm not defending anyone into the shit, but I've also made a point of saying how like anime in itself is very fucking sus, even the normal shit. If you think about it, Japan has a really weird habit of depicting minors in a lot of their cinema in really disgusting ways that people don't pay attention to, because to them they're thinking it's just an anime, it's just cartoons, or they'll in their minds age them up and not think. So it's one of those things where don't put it on my channel. Don't put that on my channel, Tony. No,
I'm just saying it's the third tag.
That's great. And I also did say that some of them, I didn't even say all of them, some of them have it hidden.
That's the one.
No, I hear you, but I'm just saying that.
Well, I want to give you your audience context, right? Because people want to say I'm a liar. I don't provide proof, that there's no evidence. That I just didn't want that.
I just didn't want you going in on that on my stream.
No, I wasn't. It was just the tag part. I wasn't going to show.
No, I got you. I got you. It was just like, whoa, we're not dissecting that on the stream. But yeah, I will say that there are instances where I think people tend to forget. I've said this all the time. If you have to question the age of a character in something or a picture, just don't engage with it. I've said this for a long time. At this point, if you have to question the age of a character, don't do it. But we have to remember. Hold on, we gotta go back. Wait, hold on. Before you continue about Katie, I want to get your take on this comment, because I called out RenownedZ3ro for supporting Yellow Flash with the redo of Healer, and this is his response.
Yeah, well, that's actually what I was going to go into, because Katie has gone after Yellow Flash for his support of redo of Healer, and the depictions of underage sexual assault and stuff, rape. Right? I'm not sure what I can say on your channel. I'm always trying to be hesitant.
I'm not monetized. I take the monetizations off now, so you're good.
Okay, so Katie has gone after this, redo of Healer, Yellow Flash, and all this disgustingness. And then for her to also have read stories that have the same sort of vibe in it, it is kind of hypocritical and kind of weird, right? That's part of the reason that people are upset about it. That's part of the reason why people are like, wait a minute, you were calling out these other people for their bad behaviors and their bad.
Tony, I gotta check you again because I did the stream. Remember, I did the stream about Yellow Flash, and
that shit's disgusting.
And wait, this was around the time you were cool with Katie, and
she had lied to me. Ray.
Wait, hold on. But
no,
I'm
you
saying
can't use any of my past defense for Katie because she had lied.
Wait, you don't. Can I finish? God damn it! See, this is why me and Tony always fight. You don't let people finish. Listen,
okay, go ahead.
Okay, around this time, right? The argument was how Yellow Flash was running with the Katie situation. Meanwhile, he was promoting and supporting an anime about minors being R-worded, right? And mind you, take the minors out of the equation, right? That anime was still controversial because of the R-wording of people, whether they were minors or not. It was already controversial even by Japan standards that it was a revenge story of a man raping people.
Yeah.
So without the minors involved,
I don't know how anyone could like that.
Right. But I'm saying that originally the reason why Katie was going at Yellow Flash about that was because Yellow Flash is going at her about the Inuyasha shit.
Well, so pause for a second, Saggy. Do we pause? Again, you're half correct. Okay. Yellow Flash and other people were going at Katie and saying horrible, untrue things about Katie, like saying that Katie is into sleeping with dogs. Okay, that is completely untrue, and I've always called that out. Katie, the stuff that they say about Katie is not all factual. That's the problem. When you have people that make things up, that lie, they obfuscate the truth. Right? The truth is she read some lolly fan fiction. Right? You could have thoughts on it either way. Okay, but that wasn't what they were saying about it. And that's part of why we would call out Yellow Flash, because Yellow Flash would say he would take things to the horrible extreme, right? That Katie, you got to watch your dogs around Katie. They would play that stupid Rusty Cage, white girls fuck dogs song and stuff like that, right? And that shit is that's totally unacceptable. That's not true. There's nothing to even imply that. But for them to do that is horrible, right? And that's what we would call them out. Okay, that's why people were calling him out. Comprende?
You done there?
I'm just saying because you know me, I got to be factual, right?
No, I get it, but I'm saying, right, is that
but he wasn't calling her, like, if he was just calling her out for like reading lolly, then it would be like, yeah, it's equal, but like, no, like he was calling her out for things that are not true.
But he was also calling her out for that as well. He was also
they skipped that. Like that had like just died, and then they just went to the extreme.
Well, my thing is,
and Katie says shit like this. You like them doing it now? I literally just right now said that it's horrible and they shouldn't be doing that, and you're literally saying that I like that, Katie. This is why I have a problem with you, because you can't just be honest. You can't be factual. You have to make things up to make me sound horrible.
Let's be honest. We're gonna be honest. Are you gonna be honest?
I'm always honest.
Okay, let's be honest. What was the real reason why you and Katie fell out before all this lolly, this Inuyasha lolly stuff? What was the initial reason that you and her started falling out? Before you start looking back at the lolly stuff and thinking, "Oh, well, she lied to me." What was their initial reason?
The initial reason me and Katie fell out was because Katie would constantly publicly try to tell me to leave Cynic and those guys alone, and that I should ignore them, and all the things that they were saying about me, while simultaneously sitting on panels and being in their chats and cheering them on and promoting them.
So that's what initially started. So that was your core issue. So then it transitioned to, well, let's look back at the Inuyasha.
No, incorrect. After I fell out with Katie, I literally said, well, there was a lot of people trying to contact me about things about Katie. I ignored those things because I was friends with Katie. I am no longer going to ignore those things. And so people sent me stuff. They sent me tweets and things to look at.
So basic.
I didn't go looking. I didn't have to.
I'm dead, bro. I can't with y'all people, man. I'm sorry.
Look, people tell me bad things about you, Ray, and I ignore them because.
So if we weren't friends, you're not going to ignore them? Is that what you're saying?
100%.
So
I have no reason. We're friends, so I can ask you about them.
No,
we're friends, right? We're friends.
I don't care. I don't listen, Tony. I don't care if I like.
No. Right.
No.
We're friends. Listen.
We're friends. But if somebody sent me something that was really bad about you, I'm not ignoring that. I don't care if we're friends.
Ray. I can ask you. Listen to what I said. We're friends, so I can ask you about that. I had asked Katie about that. She lied to me. I believed her. That's where the core issue was.
Okay, what do people send you about me? Ask me. I'm curious now. Let's put a pin. No, we haven't. All right, let's talk about it on stream. I'm gonna put a pin in it with Katie and you right now. People send you stuff about me. What have they sent you?
Let's see. They said that you were stalking Ezra Miller.
I was stalking Ezra Miller because I covered him.
Ezra Miller's simp.
So me covering Ezra Miller's story means I'm stalking Ezra Miller.
That's what you asked me. See that?
No. See, because I'm laughing. I'm laughing at the absurdity of that one. You know what's funny is I covered Ezra Miller's actual stalker who doxed Ezra Miller's phone number, which I could have taken and used if I wanted to stalk Ezra Miller. I'm not the stalker. It's another chick. What's the next thing somebody sent you?
No, that was it. It's just the Ezra Miller stuff mostly. I mean, there's some like Tommy Tallarico stuff, but that's like way in the past. Like,
yeah, what about the Tommy Tallarico? Anything about the Tommy Tallarico stuff you already knew about? We talked about.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said it was all in the past.
So but see, here's the thing. You say you ignored it, but you really didn't ignore it. You looked at it and then you asked me.
I told you we're friends, so I asked you about it.
Right. So if we weren't friends, would you run with?
I wouldn't have anyone to ask. Right. I wouldn't be able to ask you about it because we're not friends. So then I would have to find out myself.
It would be really hard for me and you not to be friends at this point, Tony.
I know. It's because you love me so much. I'm like a big brother.
I said that, but then I was like, oh, let's not say that because then the weirdos will start making like weird shit. So since you're here, what about the you simp for me? You paid for my OnlyFans more than once, Tony? When did that happen? Did you pay for my OnlyFans more than once, Tony? That I know about?
I paid for it once and then I immediately canceled it after the stream.
Right. So you had it for like a month before it canceled completely, right?
No, I canceled it and then I deleted my account. And it wasn't OnlyFans. If I remember correctly, I think it was Fansly, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Fansly. Wait, so I didn't get that $20?
I don't know how that works. Whatever it was.
If you cancel it, I think you get the $20 back. Damn, you fucking paid for the OnlyFans and then asked for a refund? That's crazy.
I didn't ask for a refund. I just canceled.
You didn't even give me the $20? Yeah, if you cancel it, it gives you the money back because you canceled it after you got it. That's what the fucking the leakers do. They'll pay for the subscriptions and then they'll cancel it. So they take the content and leak it, and then they'll cancel it and you don't get the money. So you didn't even pay for it, Tony. You fucking see, that's the thing that's even more angry. RenownedZ3ro, there you go. This motherfucker didn't even actually pay for the fucking Fansly because he refunded it.
I didn't refund it. I canceled it.
When you cancel it, it gives you the money back if you haven't.
Why would it give me the money back?
Because you didn't subscribe long enough. It basically like refunds the money, Tony.
No, if I go to a gym, and I say, hey, I want a membership, and they say, okay, it's $30 a month, and I pay the $30, and then the next day I go, I don't want to be at the gym anymore, so cancel. Don't subscribe. Don't charge me for next month. I cancel. They don't give me the $30 back. They keep my $30, right?
So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to go to your bank account.
No.
I'm going to need you to go back years because I have no access to it, Tony. I'm going to need you to go back to that year and you tell me if you got that $20 back because now if you don't, you owe me $20.
I'll go check after the stream.
Because that's crazy. I didn't know you canceled that day. I thought you kept it for a month and I got because if you make a subscription, right, and you cancel that same day or within, they usually refund the money. Or they'll tell you you have access to for up until a certain date. I'm not, but I don't. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't know if I even got that money from you.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. I'm pretty sure they said. I said cancel, and they said, oh, you still have access until whenever the 30 days or whatever. And right, I just deleted my account.
Right, but if you delete the account, they probably gave you the refund. Did you not check? Because there's a difference if you cancel it. and you still have the account, you still have access on that account for a month. But if you canceled it and deleted the account, they might have given you that money back. So you might not even
I don't
have
think
paid.
that's how that works, Aggie. I think you're just
You
trying
need
to
to
get
check.
$20
Because, no, I want you to check it. I'm a dead ass. If you check and they give you that money, I want that $20, goddammit, because that was a very awkward stream for everybody. But we did it. Potion was there. Nah, it was fun, but I still want that $20 because how you gonna subscribe to my Fansly to do a review on a YouTube channel, then cancel and get that money right back?
I didn't try to get the money back. That wasn't the point. I just thought that you cancel. It was a normal subscription thing.
We technically are talking about him because the fact that RenownedZ3ro thinks Tony paid for my OnlyFans or Fansly for multiple months, and now I'm just finding out that that might not even be the case, that Tony might have actually got his money back, so he didn't even technically pay the first time. The one time he paid for it, it might have not gone through, and now I'm mad because like that even makes RenownedZ3ro's information even more fucking stupid with his stupid fucking pubic haired fucking chin. I really can't stand these people anymore. Like, I'm sorry. I want to know. The funny thing is, all these fucking people call me fat, don't know what a woman's body looks like. A normal woman's body looks like. Like, we are not
real
the same.
quick, Saggy, I have to correct you on something because Sturgis is lying to you in his tweets. He did. This is an old picture, right? This is an old picture. But if you look at his streams, at his content, he has not gotten any skinnier. He is the same chubby little man.
Listen, even if here's the thing. I even said this. Even if he did lose weight, good for him.
But he didn't, is what I'm saying.
Hold on, wait. What I'm saying, though, he makes up the point, right? That this picture was taken in 2022. Cool. Around 2022, when this picture was taken, you were still talking about Tony being fat and calling people fat. Meanwhile, in 2022, you were fat in this picture while you were calling people fat. So regardless if you're not fat anymore, this is still a valid fucking argument. 2022, sir, you are going at Tony, calling him a fat fuck when you saw a picture of him. You were calling him fat.
Me. He calls everyone a fat fuck.
Right, but specifically because he's your op. He was calling you fat. And then you got this picture and you're like, bitch, who are you talking about? Look at those man titties. Like, sir, was it cold? We can see your nipples. Anyways, this was you in 2022 while you were calling other people fat. So it does matter. It's still a valid thing to bring up. And then on top of that, compared to me, which, by the way, this picture was taken a few years ago, too. So what? So what? My body still looks like that. So what? They call me fat. I'm like, I'm sick.
Skinny. You got sickly skinny. I was worried about you for a minute.
Yeah, I did. At one point, I got really skinny. But the funny thing is, too, because, like, so I remember when I posted this picture one time and somebody brought up, like, the front of me, right? And I'm like, again, men don't understand how women's body works unless you're very, very skinny. Women are supposed to have a little bit of fat under there. Do you know why? Because that's where the babies go. Like you're supposed to have a little excess fat for babies. I literally have birthing hips, sir. I don't know if you understand what that means, but that's why I have that frame, because that is space for a child if I wanted to have a baby. That is a healthy body for a female to have, that little pouch. Ask a woman who's had kids. Ask a woman who has kids. Oh, wait, Sturgis, do you have a woman? Ask your woman. Oh, wait, you don't have one. I don't think so. And it's funny because I know for a fact, and I know it's going to clown Tony at the same time, but Tony gets more girls talking to him when he has missing teeth. And I love how he says Tony simps for these fucking e-whores, but yet he read through your DMs with Dirty Dalish, right? And Dirty Dalish talking to you. She's the OnlyFans whore, right? She's skinny, right? She's cute. And Tony was talking to her, regardless of the motive she claims, whatever, the manipulation, whatever, but she was still talking to him, right? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, Tony has a child. Sturgis, you don't. So I think it's fair to say Tony has at least gotten pussy once in his life. We can honestly say without a question of a doubt, Tony's got laid at least once in his life. You, on the other hand, sir, not so much. And God help the woman that ever let you dick them down. I can't imagine the type of boring vanilla sex RenownedZ3ro would be having with any fucking female. I mean, listen.
Didn't you see his Discord messages, Saggy, where he was hitting on that chick?
No, I didn't. But my point is like, any woman who's gonna let this flop on top of them, God bless you, Godspeed. Godspeed. I don't think that RenownedZ3ro would know how to satisfy a woman if he used a magic
What are
wand.
you talking about, Saggy? I've seen him. He has a video where he's showing guys how to finger bang women. He has a video where he's showing guys how to like eat women out.
Oh, but you're the sick fuck, right? You're the degenerate, Tony, because you had crusty private conversations. Meanwhile, this dude's being horny on main, and I'm a fat whore. Fat where, sweetheart? Fat where, sweetheart? Where's the fat? My ass, my titties, my ass, my titties. Where's that? Oh wait, hold on. By the way, RenownedZ3ro, I want to remind you, sweetheart, I'm 40 years old. I'm 40 years old, and I look like that, darling. 40 years old. But please do go on about how I'm a fat whore. Please do go off about I'm a fat whore. Oh, definitely not a whore. Well, I'm a whore because I showed my titties for money. And then talk about your dead channel because you're not making money on OnlyFans. Yeah, because I haven't done OnlyFans in fucking 2 years. And on top of that, when I was showing my titties, I made some great money when I was showing my titties.
You know what's funny about the whole you're a whore, she's a whore, blah blah blah.
Right.
Coming from Sturgis, who literally is gooning over video games. He's always like, they need to show more tits and ass in video games, and I want to see the titties have jiggle physics, bud. He literally. That's like his whole fucking identity is gooning. He literally has a clip of him going, gooning is always the answer. Yeah. So why he should be celebrating. He shouldn't be mad at whores. He should like appreciate whores. Like they'd be like Hugh Hefner being upset that women are showing off their bodies.
Women are whores when they don't agree with a man's opinions on anything. Like the moment you disagree with a man, we are fat, we're whores, and we're ugly. Like he's literally like a teenage boy on Xbox Call of Duty lobbies trying to talk shit to women because he doesn't know how to talk to a woman who disagrees with him. Like forever alone. Like forever alone. Like I don't know why he's mad at me because, and again, I don't know. And he lied. He literally lied. I missed the screenshot. But after I called him out for his first comment saying that, she defends FrogTony. She's so dumb. Where was it? When he said this bullshit, by her logic, it does. She's so dumb. She defends FrogTony. So when I responded to this, his response to that was, I don't even think about you. Bitch, you were just talking about me 16 hours ago. What do you mean you're not thinking about me?
And he remembered that you used to do OnlyFans.
Right. He remembered I did OnlyFans. He mentioned how Tony paid for my OnlyFans the one time. He knows, he remembers, but he's going to act stupid. Sorry, it's not an act. Sorry, my apologies. He's going to be stupid and then have the audacity to call anyone dumb. He has the audacity to call anyone fucking fat. And then, bro, this one got me, Tony. He's flexing that he can lift more than me. He flexes that he can lift more than you, but he's flexing that he can lift more than me.
First off, I just like that he says he's got a developed chest. He don't got titties, Ray. He got a developed chest. Can we appreciate that? First off, I don't know if you know this, but when it comes to lifting, right, bench pressing specifically, it's your arms and not your chest, right? So, like, your arms are going to do most of, like, your chest doesn't do anything. Like, it does help you with the musculature, right? But it doesn't actually do the lifting part. Him having a developed chest, but he's not saying his arms are developed, which is kind of weird, right? Secondly, I don't believe he could lift 220. And thirdly, I could lift like 250.
You know what he needs to be focusing on? Developing his fucking brain. That's what he needs to do. He needs to develop his fucking brain. Because him flexing that he can bench more or lift more than a fucking female who is 5'4", okay?
You don't even weigh 220. That's like you benching 220 is like more than your weight, which is ridiculous.
This is what I'm saying. It's like this man is really trying to flex that he can lift more than me, like that. Okay, and like if he just stopped at I can lift more than Tony, cool. You guys can have a dick comparison contest, cool. But flexing that he can lift more than me is the most bitch-made thing a man can say to a woman. And that's why I'm like, you are a perfect fucking puppet for Yellow Flash. Like, Yellow Flash needs to stick his hand up your ass for RenownedZ3ro and just speak out you. And this little bitch.
Whoa. There's no way Yellow Flash could fit his hand up his ass with Eric July's hand in the way already.
Well, the thing that's funny is his bitch ass, he tagged Yellow Flash like, Daddy, did I do good? Daddy, look at me going at this OnlyFans whore. Daddy, please tell me this OnlyFans retard whore isn't fucking this dumb. Daddy, can you retweet me, please? Can you retweet me like Ethan Van Sciver retweeted her? I need the attention. I'm on your side. Fuck Ethan Van Sciver. Fuck Ethan Van Sciver. He's a bully. I got your back, Yellow Flash and Eric July. Like, Eric July don't give a fuck. Like, at this point, like he ain't fucking stressing Ethan Van Sciver as much as Yellow Flash is. Why would Eric July need to respond to Ethan Van Sciver when he's got Yellow Flash slurping his fucking hog for Eric July? When he's got people like RenownedZ3ro slurping his hog for Eric July? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why would Eric July need to even address any of the detractors when he's got people like RenownedZ3ro? Daddy Yellow Flash, look, I got her. You know that chick that Ethan retweeted and everyone's talking shit and laughing at you? I got her good. I called her a fat whore. I got her good.
But I mean, speaking of Yellow Flash, I do remember when the I'm not even gonna call them allegations at this point, because I mean there's screenshots when he was like flirting with that OnlyFans chick or whatever, that like goth chick.
Well, here's the thing. When I covered that stream, I said, listen, she's another case in itself, but it's the person she was talking to that makes it a little bit more credible. Because she's dumb. She's dumb enough to brag about something like that to people who would probably say some shit about it. But she probably is telling the truth about that. Because rumor has it she also was propositioned by Nick Rekieta and his wife too, because there's pictures of them together. She's followed them around conventions and stuff, because whatever reasons. But take that one with a grain of salt. Because that's not confirmed information. It was just a rumor. But considering Nick Rekieta and his wife's track record, it's kind of believable. But yeah, no, those conversations were about an OnlyFans cosplay chick who went to, it was Bubba Fest, and she was there obviously, and yeah, she was bragging about how Yellow Flash wanted to dick her down. He was struggling with the decision to fuck her or not, and she basically left him with blue balls. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, Yellow Flash talks all this shit, but then these things happen, and it's like, you really shouldn't be saying certain things. Like, if you want to hate on Ethan Van Sciver, keep it factual. Let's stop throwing shit at walls to see what sticks, because people got skeletons in their closet too, and Yellow Flash definitely's got a plenty.
Can we real quick? Can I sidetrack this real quick, because I have to ask you about this. What the hell happened with Tipster? How is he trans now?
Why are you asking me? I'm not him or them.
Aren't you like his buddy? Like I for whatever reason, the other day I was like, oh, I wonder what Tipster's been up to, right? And I looked him up on YouTube, and I was like, what the hell? Like, when did this happen?
Tipster told me about their sexuality of being pansexual before they came out and said it. So I kind of knew this was coming for a while. There were signs, and this has been something that Tipster has been struggling with for a while. And I guess they just finally just accepted that this is, who they are. So I knew about this for a while, though.
It's just weird. Like,
I mean, I saw the signs. Obviously, me and Tipster are very close friends too. So like, I talked to Tipster a lot, and there were always signs that was where the direction was going.
He looks like one of those old Mexican ladies. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like he got the look.
Listen, he's actually very happy now that he's out and being himself, and still, like, there's still a discovery there. Like, there's still things, I'm sure, but like, he's happy, and that's all that matters. He's happy. So yeah, that happened, and that was something that was happening behind the scenes for a while. When I say behind the scenes, I'm like, this is not something new that just came out of the woodwork. It's something that, he's been figuring it out. And again, he's just happy, and that's it. So he is non-binary. They are non-binary. I got to get used to it. It's a little different. I got to get used to it. So, but they are non-binary.
All I know is a lot of this weird Tony hate is because people... Oh, shit.
Sorry, I forgot I had a super chat. Did I read this? I'm so sorry. RenownedZ3ro. Sorry. Sorry, Tony. One, please just call him Renowned because saying his name sounds like mine. 2, ring your chat because they're arguing about something in here. Oh no, I let people argue. I always let people argue. I just let them argue because again, I'm not anyone's parent. I'm not holding their hand. Let them argue. I'm cool with everybody. So if they want to argue with each other, let them argue with each other. So yeah.
I was gonna say, so yeah, a lot of this, like as you've seen with RenownedZ3ro and a lot of my other haters, like, look, am I a saint? By no means. By no means am I.
Definitely not. No.
Not. But I just, it's always weird when like there's factual things that you can say that I did or said, and then like they just avoid those to just make things up, right? Like literally, he could be like, "Look, he bought Saggy's OnlyFans and he simped so hard that he like reviewed it on the stream." Right? That's funny. You can make fun of that. Like that's legit. That happened. But then like, no, he has to like go to this other thing.
But that was the point of that stream. That's the thing that they don't understand. That was the point of you doing the Fansly review. That was the point. Because number one, you knew it was going to be good views because a lot of people still had issues with me. So they wanted to see if you were going to roast me or not. But then I was on the panel. And then actually, because of that, some of those people actually respected me more because I took all of it in stride. So
except for that one dude, that one weird dude that came on and was like trying to shame you about like, do you have a boyfriend? What does your boyfriend think about this?
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, that was funny. But
everyone's like, we're just trying to look at titties and you're being a wet blanket here. And he's like, no, I'm trying to save Saggy's soul. It was like, that was just weird.
Yeah, that was weird. It was weird, but we had fun and that's all that mattered. But everybody wants to taint something as harmless as, 2 friends at the time, or we were becoming friends at the time. Like I no longer hated you. We were cordial. So we weren't even like friends really to that degree at that point. And you had asked me if it was okay that you did it. It's not like you just did it and didn't ask me permission or anything like that. I'd be like, hey, he was respectful about it. It was like, hey, I have this idea. I want to do a review of the Fanslies with the guys on a stream. Is that okay? And I was just like, oh, dude, can I be there? Can I be on the stream? And he's just like, you want to be on the stream? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's going to be really awkward. I'm like, I know, it's going to be great. And so yeah, and then we did it, and that was it. It was history, and it wasn't even a big deal. Like again,
you ruined the whole joke. By the way, you know that, right?
Good.
Because the whole I've talked about this before. The whole thing was that we were going to pretend to look at your Fansly and not actually look at your Fansly and just make comments about like imaginary pictures that don't exist.
There's no way you were not doing it legit. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
That's the truth. That's the God honest truth. We were gonna be like, okay, so here's the next picture, and as you can see, she's got both her legs over her head, and she's balancing on her hand, and it'd be like, oh my God, and like so like people were gonna react to like this thing that they thought that we were talking about that wasn't really your Fansly.
Listen, it was funnier when I was on the panel and
it was fun. I'm just saying that was the original joke.
We were actually all looking at the pictures, and you could tell that the guys did not want to say much. Like the only person who actually said something was Potion. I think Potion was.
And Potion's video afterward, the stream that he did that's lost to time. Potion, you got to bring that morning stream back where he's talking about your titties and how he's like throwing them over his shoulder. He's like pantomiming this whole thing. It was. Potion
did a video because there were some people that were shaming me for doing the Fansly, and then Potion did a really nice video where he was like, saying like, who cares? Like, it's not that big of a deal. But Potion was the only one on that panel that seemed to be like talked about the pictures and was completely fine with it. Because again, Potion Sword runs a grown adult. And we're all grown adults, so we should be able to talk about these things without it being awkward. But Potion was like the only one that was, for the most part, like, yeah, they're just titties. It's not that deep. And it's like people like RenownedZ3ro, again, if he had seen those pictures, show me on any of those pictures I post on Fansly where there's fat. Like, I'm thick, but not fucking fat. Like, fat is like you, sir. You are a man with titties. Let's just remind that. You are a man whose cup size almost rivaled mine. So I don't know why men always talk shit, because I've said this before. Most of these dudes that are talking shit, when you see what they look like, they're worse, if not just as bad as the shit they project on other people. Like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
Tony has missing teeth. You know how many of these motherfuckers sound like they have have dentures, Tony. Some of these men that talk about you sound like they have fucking dentures. Okay,
well, that's why, Saggy, if you look at my content, really, like if you legitimately watch my content, I avoid talking about anyone's looks or appearance or money or any of that like materialistic things unless that person. No, hold on. Unless that person is talking about someone else. Like when Sturgis, we don't talk about Sturgis being fat until he started bringing it up about other people. And then we just pointed out, well, like, dude, you're fat yourself. Like, you can't call other people fat when you're being fat, right?
Right. That's true. Potion does get bitches. But Potion
so, like, if you, like, seriously, watch my content. When I talk about Eric July, I don't talk about, like, his shoulder hair. That was other people. I would laugh at it, sure, but I wouldn't talk about his shoulder hair. I would talk about his comics, what he's saying, these stupid things.
Anthony,
I have teeth.
Tony has teeth. He has summer teeth. Some are missing. Okay.
You know what's stupid about that whole thing? I heard you. Years ago, I actually told everyone that I was missing my front tooth. Like years before I ever revealed my face, people knew that my tooth was missing.
It looks like more than just a tooth, though, Tony. That picture that they're showing around, it looks like it's more than just a single tooth.
Right. So what it is I'm missing one in the front, right? And then if you go over one, there's a tooth, and then there's if you go over another one, it's missing. So I'm missing two. It's like one in the front, and then like the fourth tooth on the left side. But in that picture, because of the way my face is and everything, I got kind of big lips. So like my lips are hanging down, so it looks like I'm missing the rest of my teeth.
I've said this to Tony on a stream. I think this was the stream where Cynic and Ruby came on. But I think I said to Tony, I was like, why can't you just take that money that you're trying to raise to get you to stop drinking the energy drinks, which is probably damaging your teeth, by the way, and just take that money and fix your fucking teeth? And he argued with me about that too. Apparently, Tony just doesn't want to get his teeth fixed. I don't know I tried, guys. I tried. He don't want to listen. See, he don't listen to me. What do you mean there's no point? You don't want to have fucking teeth in your mouth? And then everyone can shut the fuck up about your shit.
I can eat food. Apparently, I'm super fat because I eat all kind of food, but also I have no teeth. So I'm gumming food. 20 hours a day, I'm just gumming the food.
Tony, my thing is if I have to see that fucking picture of you with your fucking missing teeth floating around the internet,
that's what I'm saying, Saggy.
Just fucking fix it.
Saggy, if I get my teeth fixed,
here we go.
They're still going to show that old picture. So like that picture is always going to be out there.
Okay, cool. But at least fix them so we can see new pictures of your fucking mouth.
They're not going to, but no one's going to put new pictures. Do you think all the people that hate me are going to go look at Tony's fixed teeth?
I would post the pictures. Please just fix the teeth. Please just do it. Do it for why?
Okay, if I make $50,000 on my comic campaign, I will fix my. I'll put that as a tier. The $50,000 tier will be Tony fixing his teeth.
That's all I ask. At least attempt to raise money to fix teeth. And are you actually going to do it, or are you going to actually just take people's money and run? Because I'm going to call you.
No. If we hit the goal, if we hit the $50,000 tier on my comic campaign,
you said 50. On a 50,000 for the comic. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, you should do that because you need some teeth so we can stop talking about your fucking teeth, bro.
Oh, they won't stop talking.
I am a real one, but RenownedZ3ro, all these fucking clowns think I sit here and defend Tony. I'm not. We're not joking when we both have said I argue with Tony way more than I
was yelling at you the other day on the phone.
Dude, he was. He actually had to text me and apologize because we were yelling at each other because I was like, why don't you just stop fucking doing like, and he's like, no, you don't understand because and I'm like, bro, this is fucking stupid. And he's like, you don't understand. Like, he will always say to me, you don't understand. You don't understand. And then I'm like, I understand. I just disagree. And then after we get off the phone, he's like literally screaming at each other. Like, Tony gets loud with me, and I'll have to remind him that I'll whoop his fucking ass in person if he keeps fucking yelling at me. Because
no, you won't.
Bruh. If I get out to New Jersey for that fucking event, the first thing I'm gonna do to you is punch you in the fucking arm.
You can. I'll let you.
Bro, I might hit you in the face then. Fuck that. If you're gonna let me hit you, I might as well just go for the fucking face.
Okay.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Open hand?
I'm just saying. You literally are always arguing with me, but everybody always seems to think that I just do nothing but defend you. I'm like, dude, I defend Tony when I feel like Tony is in the right, which again is very few in between of the times I have disagreed with Tony on many things. Yet we're still fucking able to have functioning adult conversations without me and him going at it on fucking social media. But I've definitely went at him. Again, I defended this fucking fool RenownedZ3ro when Tony was saying some shit I thought was stupid. But they always want to forget when it's convenient, always, because they're fucking disingenuous pieces of shit. And then I sit here and I'm like, well, Tony was right to go after these people because they just don't fucking listen and they spread bullshit. Like, if you're gonna lie on me, well, that's it. Now I see you for who you are. I take back all the defenses. Tony, make fun of this fucker even more. Make fun of him more. Because there's no way this man really is out there spreading lies about you and me and then making it seem like he's in the right. And then tagging Yellow Flash like the pussy he is, like, oh my God, I have to tag in Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash is a bigger bitch than, oh my, don't even get me going.
Did he even tag in? Did Yellow Flash even get involved?
I didn't even look because I started the stream. So how did RenownedZ3ro lie about Tony? Ray, you know better. He lied about me and Tony. What do you mean? How did he lie? He lied about Tony paying for my Fansly multiple times. Because one, we've already discussed this, but I'll say it again for people just tune in. How the fuck would he know how many times somebody paid for somebody else's OnlyFans? So that's one. That's one lie he told. Another lie he's telling me is, like, first of all, and I wouldn't even, I'll give him some benefit of the doubt on this one because I don't think he follows, but he's claiming I still do OnlyFans, which I don't. But I'll give him that pass on that one. But everything he said about me, like everything everybody says about me and Tony is a fucking lie. I've had people ask me in other streams, doesn't Tony pay you for stuff? No, Tony doesn't pay me for that. What stuff is he paying me for? And when I ask that question, no one responds. The only time somebody gave a response, doesn't Tony pay for your StreamYards? Again, no. Tony pays for his own StreamYards that he allows me to have access to, because there is no way in fucking hell when StreamYards announced that they were making their low tier from $20 to $40, there is no way I wanted to pay an additional $20 for the lowest tier StreamYards. So I wasn't going to use StreamYards anymore. So Tony said, hey, I pay for this tier and it allows me to give people access to use it. It's called Teams, right? So he gives me access to use it. It's still his StreamYard. So no. And if Tony wanted to take away the StreamYard from me to let me not have access to it, then I guess I would either be forced to just pay for StreamYard or look for another alternative platform to use to stream. I'm not that pressed if Tony were to take away StreamYards from me. So I don't support Tony or defend Tony for fucking StreamYards for $40 a month. I'm not doing that. So,
yeah, that'd be pretty cheap. You're selling yourself short for only $40 to defend me.
Hey, bro, I remember the time you and my dude got into it because you.
I didn't know. In my defense, I didn't know that's who it was.
Right. But when he got mad, the first thing he says, "How much is StreamYard?" I was like, $40. He's like, "I'm about to pay for that shit because fuck Tony." He said, "Fuck that guy." He's not like, my boyfriend was mad. Like, fuck that guy. He was mad at you. He's like, because you were talking shit. He's like, I'll just pay for it. So like, Tony, I don't need Tony for StreamYard. I don't need to be his friend for StreamYard. Me and Tony argue and disagree all the time, but we're still, for some reason, able to maintain friendships, whatever. But I think it's funny.
We both keep it real. We speak our minds. We both appreciate that the other person is being open and honest about everything. We don't hold anything personal. We don't hold grudges. We're not like, oh man, Tony got me mad, so I got to go to his enemies and like talk shit to him.
Right. So many fights over.
Except for Jarbo, who broke my heart.
Jarbo broke your heart? Jarbo, you break it.
I tell the story all the time. Jarbo broke my heart. Jarbo was the guy who started Gamergate, and then he denounced us.
I mean,
he was the Ethan Van Sciver of Gamergate.
That is true. Wait, you got grandfathered in for $22 a month? How? They changed it on me. That's why I wasn't paying for it no more. That's
if
crazy.
You paid for the like, you know how you got the month, the year, and like
yeah.
I think if you paid for like the whole thing, like they go, hey, if you're still paying for the year, you got stuck into as long as you didn't cancel it, you would get stuck into it.
Oh, I didn't know. See, I just canceled it. I was like, I'm not having them charge me next month for $40.
See, I have a lifetime discount.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't know. I did not know that. I wish I knew that before, because then I wouldn't need fucking Tony, so people can stop accusing me of being friends with him or supporting him because he pays for the StreamYards, which again, he pays for his own StreamYard. I don't know why. And even if that's the case, who fucking cares? Like, it's just a streaming service. Ain't nobody selling their soul for no fucking streaming service, bro. But that's the narrative these guys will spin because, again, it sounds good when you don't like Tony. When you don't like FrogTony, it's easy to just say some shit that's factually untrue and run with it. And I hate that shit. I hate when people involve me in that shit because before, that's RenownedZ3ro and LG. What was his name? LG something.
LG Lawrence.
Oh yeah, LG Lawrence. They were upset with me because LG would always be in my DMs complaining about Tony. Look what Tony said here. Look what Tony said here. I'm like, bro, I'm not this man's girlfriend. I'm not this man's fucking sister. I'm not this man's mother. I don't know what to tell you. I've told you guys many times, ignore him. He is trolling. He is baiting, and you guys are taking it. I said that to them many times, and they didn't want to listen. Well, why do we have? And the same thing that everybody always says to me. You know what's so stupid? All of you guys say the same shit to me, including Tony. Well, why do I have to be quiet when they keep doing this? And I have been quiet, then Tony doesn't stop. All of them have said that shit to me. Cynic said it to me. Tony said it to me. LG Larry said, Lawrence said it to me. They've all said the same shit to me. And I'm sitting here like, so, what? Yes, you have. You said the same thing. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
No, I don't think I've ever said why do I have to. I always go fuck that. I'm not going to be quiet. I don't think there's ever been a why do I have
tomato,
to.
Tomato.
I know why you're
difference.
telling me to.
Same thing. Same goddamn thing. All of y'all have said. Well,
also,
all of y'all have said the same thing. All of y'all said the same thing too. Real quick, all of y'all said the same thing too. I stopped talking about him, and he won't stop. It's like, no. See, the way that works is, yes, that person is going to keep talking about you multiple times. You just never address it. And eventually, and God knows how long that eventually will be, they'll fucking find something else. But if you keep responding, you're going to continue the fucking cycle, and it's just going to keep going. Well, why do I have to be the one? Why can't they be the one? Why do they have to be the one?
18 months.
Bro, Tony, do you know how many people, the Television Miko people, have been on my ass, and I eventually stopped responding? And yeah, it took them a long time. They still talk about you,
Saggy.
Right.
They still talk about you.
Right. They still talk about me, but notice how I don't respond.
But that's not the point. You said they would eventually stop, and I'm telling you they won't stop. That's
okay, cool. Saying. But that's the thing. You can't control other people. You can only.
I'm not saying I could. I'm just diffusing your argument. Your argument is
okay.
If you
here's my other argument.
Stop.
Okay, fine,
and
cool.
I said no, they won't.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of them have. Some of them haven't. Cool. But here's my counter to that. Then you cannot control the actions of other people. You can only control how you react to it. So even though, yes, there are people, I didn't know people still talk about me until you said that, right? You're like, no, they still talk about you. I didn't know that till now. You know how my life has been without that information? Fucking great. Do you know how my life's going to be with that information? Still fucking great. I'm not going to respond to them because I don't fucking care. I didn't even know they were still talking about me. But notice how I don't have to feed into it.
I'm upset with you.
I'm upset with you. Go ahead.
I'm upset with you because I seen you arguing with some people online, right? And someone had posted a screenshot from one of my shorts where it's 2 lobster tails, a baked potato, some scrimps, some clams.
Mm-hmm.
And you said something about, if it was frozen seafood, that's not frozen seafood, Saggy. Those were lobster tails. Those are fresh lobster tails. Okay, that was the shrimp. Yeah, that was breaded shrimp, obviously. But the clams and everything else in there was it's all fresh.
Okay.
I don't know. These people will post images of things that I eat and go, look, Tony's poor. He eats lobster every day. And I'm like, how am I poor if I'm eating lobster every day? How am I poor if I'm paying for Saggy's StreamYard? I'm simultaneously the poorest guy on YouTube, but also the richest guy that can just blow money on just frivolous things all the time.
I'm not gonna lie.
I make $12 an hour apparently, according to some dwarfs. I make $12 an hour, but also I have just oodles of money to just throw at OnlyFans chicks.
That seafood post was so funny to me because I'm just like, this is where we're at now, y'all. We're now making fun of people for what they eat.
Well, I heard that what Liam eats is not conducive to him being a farmer.
I don't care what Liam eats. Why do we care about what Liam eats?
I don't either, but there was this dwarf, this gnome, this leprechaun, if you will, who was yelling and screaming about how what Liam eats isn't conducive to being a farmer, and then defended the fact that he said that as if it was some sort of brave revelation.
I'm gonna piss you off right now. I don't think Cynic's bad looking. I don't.
What does that have to do with being a dwarf?
I think it's cute. I think he's fun size.
I mean, if you want to put him in the purse and carry him around, put him like in the little like carrier.
He's not that small. Stop it.
He is. He really is that small.
Not small enough to fit in a purse. Stop. You're over dramatic about it.
He can put. There's an image of him in Dark Gift where Dark Gift's carrying him the little baby carrier.
Y'all are fucked up. Y'all are fucked up.
Cynic is small. He needs a parachute when going downstairs.
Y'all are fucked up.
It's my birthday. I'm allowed to exaggerate.
You are.
Anyway.
It's your birthday, but it's still. Look, we're arguing on your birthday. I'm listen. I think the whole situation. Like, I was upset about the picture. I told Cynic too. I was like, bro, I don't like this shit. I don't like. I get it on both sides of an argument. Everybody be doing this dumb shit. I don't agree with it. I disavow. But I'm at the same point where it's like, y'all do it to each other. Y'all take people's pictures online. Y'all make fun of them. Y'all make memes of them. And that's just the new norm. I think it's fucking dumb. It gets to a point of dumbness, like retardation, to be nice to say. It really is. It's really fucking dumb. But at the same time, I'm not disagreeing with you. I get it. He's made fun of your pictures. He's made fun of other people's pictures, and he looks like that. Cool. I get it.
I don't think you get the level. The level. He takes images of me and Liam and makes weird AI homosexual videos of them. That's the level of like concern for me and Liam that this man has.
Are you a homophobe?
No, like
are you opposed?
Weird. You don't think it's weird? He has to say. You have to understand. This man has to sit down at his computer in front of the AI. Put in the AI. All right, I'm gonna need FrogTony and Liam. Put up Liam's shirt, and he has to watch the video. Download. You know what? Liam's belly's not big enough. Make Liam's belly bigger and FrogTony kissing him more sexy. Oh no, sexier. I need a sexier kiss. I need more tongue.
I think you're overthinking it because I would just type in.
Stop. They've talked about how they spent. They've talked about how they spent hours perfecting it to get the right AI image. How you have to put in just the right thing because remember, AI doesn't let you do a lot of things. It's not that hard. They have to spend time to get the perfect. Like they made fun of the AI video I made of. Riley, they made fun of it because of all the errors in the AI and how it's like all
Tony,
goofy and janky. Because I just literally put something in and went, "Hey, make Tony, Riley scream," and Tony, like no fucking anything.
Stop. I get it. My point was like, I was basically saying like that's a lot because like I could just
it is a lot. That's what I'm saying. Let me finish. I showed a picture that's publicly available on Twitter.
I could take your picture of you and a picture of Liam and put it in ChatGPT and just say, make this picture kiss. Make these two pictures kiss. And it'd make a perfect picture of you guys kissing.
It doesn't.
It does for me. I made people kiss in my ChatGPT.
Yeah, you can take a picture that they're already in, but to take two different pictures to combine them. That's not what they're doing though, Saggy. They're not taking two pictures and going, make these two pictures kiss. They're taking the images, creating brand new scenarios and like putting Liam in a French maid outfit and making him like clean up while like their avatars are watching him.
Hey,
you don't think that's weird?
Hey, I saw that picture and I said, Liam looked good in a French maid's outfit. I'll give him credit.
But you don't think that's weird? Like their first thought is we could have Liam like fall downstairs. We could have Liam slip on a banana peel. We could have Liam run into a door. It's silly stuff, right? Stupid things. Their first thing is, you know what? Let's dress up Liam like a French maid and have a bunch of guys gawking at him. You don't find that weird? That's their first instinct.
I find it weird every time people make AI images of people like that. I think it's all weird. Yes, I do. But I will say, I don't know why you guys say perhaps she needs to see. Listen, I saw the picture. It was on my timeline for some reason, and I was like, "Oh my god, is that Liam?" And I said, "Hey, he's still working that maid's outfit though. Stop sleeping on it. Y'all being weird. Y'all being phobic, not thinking that Liam could rock a French maid outfit. Just saying, he could do it if he really put his mind to it. No, it is weird. I've said this many times. Like, this whole thing is fucking stupid and weird. 100%.
It's weird, obsessive.
They
literally have gotten people to like make music videos about me. The obsession is so weird. So.
I think at the end of the day, I look at everyone's numbers on YouTube and their posts on Twitter, and I see exactly why y'all are doing it. And I'm just like, at the end of the day,
no. See, you're wrong.
At least y'all are profiting off.
You're wrong.
You always say I'm wrong.
I hate to tell you that you're wrong. they might be doing it for clicks and views and all that. But me and Liam responding to it is not for views and clicks. We don't care about views and clicks. All we care about.
No, I'm not talking about you. I wasn't talking about you and Liam though.
No, but I know that's how it's going to be framed because you're like, I see how you guys are all, and they're going to frame it like that because the way you speak sometimes sounds like you're talking about everybody. I just want to make it clear.
Yeah, I do talk like that sometimes. My bad.
I want to make it clear that I would love to just not talk about any of this bullshit. Like I like talking about Eric July. Ethan Van Sciver, he said, "Hey guys, if I'm not talking about Eric, don't worry, you can watch Tony because Tony loves talking about Eric." And I do. I find it funny. I find Eric July's comics very weird. I find the way he promotes his comics and the way that they like, here's the new comic coming out, and like the synopsis for it tells you literally nothing about the comic, right? Like, hey, buy our comic, and there's like no details on it. I find it funny and weird to analyze, right? I don't find it funny or enjoyable to have to sit there and go, okay, now I got to watch a 3-hour stream of people talking about me, right? I don't find that enjoyable at all. I don't find it enjoyable to watch a 3-hour stream of him talking about Liam. I don't find it enjoyable to watch a 3-hour stream of anybody talking about anything, to be honest.
You know, this coming from the guy who before all this shit happened was doing like 5 to 6 hour streams, like Lord Finatra over here. Fucking Lord Finatra 2.0.
Go back in those streams. I literally say in those streams.
I'm talking about before.
Go back. Go back in those streams. I will say in those streams repeatedly.
I'm talking about before.
Now hold on. I say in those streams, because you keep cutting me off, how I don't know how anyone could watch this for 6 hours. That this is ridiculous. That I don't even watch this kind of stream. That you guys are sitting here watching me is amazing because I wouldn't be sitting here watching me. If I was in the audience, I wouldn't be watching my streams. They're too fucking long.
I agree. But also, Mr. Yanafui is a legend. Okay. This is not new for Mr. Yanafui.
No, that Mr. Yanafui's gone nuts.
Listen, Mr. Yanafui, little history lesson for those of you who don't know. Mr. Yanafui, I know him because I was part of, I don't know if you guys remember Testify HD.
The Trash Compactor Show.
The Trash Compactor Show. I was part of that. That's how I even knew who Liam is. I was Comicsgate adjacent, so I was just there for the show. But Mr. Yanafui and
I'm gonna tell Snowdub on you.
You're gonna tell who?
I'm gonna tell Snowdub.
What do you? How do you think I know Snowdub?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell him on you for being a simp for Yanafui.
You know that Snowdub was part of that too. Like that's how
I know. That's why I'm. Why would I tell him and not someone else?
You do know he still plays. He still has clips of that Mr. Yanafui made for him and his show.
Yeah, back when Yanafui was good, before Yanafui went crazy.
Well, either way, Mr. Yanafui has never been a Liam Gray fan, so it's really not a shock that Mr. Yanafui is still to this day making videos on Liam. But
making videos on Liam.
Listen the thing about Mr. Yanafui is he has some very funny hits in his day. I was part of them. He used to make really
That's what I
videos.
said, Peggy. That's why he hates me, because I literally said, wow, you lost your touch. Your old videos are way better than the new ones. And he like went fucking crazy.
Why would you insult an artist like that though? You just basically told him.
So when people told Metallica they sold out, they were insulting an artist.
You told Mr. Yanafui he fell off. That's crazy.
He did. He went from using his own voice, hit songs, and then taking the time to actually put people's faces on things, to using AI music and AI.
Do you know how long it took him though to do all that? He probably don't.
That's why it was art. That's why it was good.
But he probably don't have the time anymore. But you understand that Mr. Yanafui does not have the time. That doesn't excuse you to be lazy. What do you mean?
That's why people get divorced, because you used to put in effort, you used to show affection,
just
and now
because,
you just fucking
just because Mr. Yanafui,
that's why I divorced Yanafui. I said, Yanafui, we're done.
Just because he is using a tool that is meant for people like him to make his creativity easy does not mean
but it's not. But it's not good.
You can't respect you like his previous art. Who cares? It doesn't matter if it's not good to you. It is subjective.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then why are you upset? Why is he getting upset? I can have an opinion on things, can I?
Mr. Yanafui is a fucking icon, and I refuse to let anyone disrespect that man, because even though you might not like his current work, you can still go back to hit classics. Okay, hit classics. I will say this. I will say this, Mr. Yanafui, if you come across this, I will say I would prefer if you do the singing yourself, because those were iconic and legendary, and the AI will never ever replicate the magic in your actual singing voice. So can we go back to you singing, Mr. Yanafui? The AI
that was part of the humor. That was part of the package.
Yeah, because he didn't
it's
speak,
like going
and because he had the accent.
Like going to your favorite, hold on. It's like going to your favorite restaurant and finding out that they changed the meat, right? They're like, oh, we used to give you grade A beef, but now we're giving you grade F. Don't you still like our sandwiches?
Oh, wait a minute. That's a good point. Cosmic Vader actually made a good point.
No, that's what he claimed. No. Cosmic Vader is quoting what Yanafui said.
But that's true though, because Mr. Yanafui used copyrighted music in the songs. He was getting hit with
it says I have to use AI, otherwise YouTube claims I'm bullying.
Oh, bullying. No, maybe his English is not always that good.
No. He knows what he meant. That's what he said, because we said, hey, you fell off. You should be singing yourself. And he said, well, if I didn't, YouTube would say I'm bullying. The only way YouTube would say he's bullying is someone would have to claim it as bullying.
I mean, that does happen, but I will say I wouldn't blame him for using the AI, because he was using copyrighted stuff, because the Trash Compactor show would always.
He's still using copyrighted stuff, Saggy. He's just using the AI to facilitate it faster.
Well, that's that's the thing with AI. YouTube doesn't get the AI right away. They don't. Because I've used AI in the songs. I actually got hit. I had one of my videos removed because the AI sounded too much like Eminem. That's what the argument was. They took it down because the AI voice sounded too much like Eminem. And it was on my channel for at least a year before they took it down. So I would say that if he's using AI, it probably is to bypass YouTube's bots hitting it. But either way.
No. He's using AI because it's faster. It's easier. He could just slap it out. He went from using his creativity and imagination to make a video once every couple of weeks to just slopping out like fucking 5 or 6 videos a fucking week. That's all it is.
Cosmic,
he thought, see, here, want to know the truth, Saggy? Want to know the absolute truth? He thought making a bunch of videos about me were gonna like give him a shit ton of views, and they didn't. Okay. They just didn't, because they weren't good. If they were funny.
To address Cosmic Vader, in fairness, I haven't uploaded a video on the channel in a while, so if they're doing that now, they weren't doing that when I was doing the AI music that I was uploading. So
yeah,
I don't know anything about that now.
Months at least.
Yeah, that video I posted with the AI song was like a while ago, so I don't really know anything about that. So that's good to know now that they ask you. So if I was to upload a video with AI music, that makes sense. I didn't know that. I don't blame that. That the AI usage is going to be definitely starting to, YouTube's going to crunch down on AI. So, but still, yeah, Tony doesn't make good content. I don't either, though, TJ Laser. I don't make great content. I just get on the mic and roast people like friggin' RenownedZ3ro. I'm curious. Hold on. I haven't been on Twitter since I've been streaming. I want to see what he has said, if there's any response to anything. Let's see. I'm looking to see if he responded to anything, because he got on after the whole fantasy versus fiction, and then he said, I said, my last thing I said to him is, okay, let's put a pin on this Twitter spat. Thanks for the content. Got a stream to do. He says, you're welcome. You need it for your dead channel. It's not like you make much from your OnlyFans. Because I don't make much from my OnlyFans because I don't do it anymore. But he hasn't responded since. So I find it funny how he came for me for no reason, because again, no reason other than to defend Yellow Flash.
No reason. You're just being an innocent. You didn't do nothing.
I just called him a bitch. Why is he so mad that I called him a bitch? Why? Oh, he did. Okay, he did respond. I responded to him saying, you're welcome. I said, I quit. I quit. I said I quit OnlyFans 2 years ago, which I did make a decent profit from, but showing tits for money wasn't really my passion. Also, I recall FrogTony using that same insult about a dead channel to you. Maybe you and him aren't that different. No wonder why you hate each other. He actually did respond by saying, definitely have a thriving channel, even as I make less content. Unlike you and FrogTony, I don't simp for fat or skinny, ugly whores, and I don't allegedly touch whores' asses or simps for them. I also don't lie about another human being for 3 years straight. And I'm just going to respond, you lied about me multiple times and are
You
still
writing this tweet in
lying.
real time?
Yep, in real time, and are still lying. But okay, you do you, boo. I don't care about YouTube success because YouTube is not my career.
Ooh,
But thanks for helping me possibly.
Wow, that's way too much. You're writing way too much.
Dead. Hold on, shut up. Hold on. This is it. Shut up. This is the last part. But thanks for helping me possibly revive my dead channel. My dead channel. You're a dick.
Yeah, I've said this before. If you write more than the previous the post that you're replying
he wrote a whole paragraph. This isn't even a paragraph. Did you not read what I just wrote? What I just read you? He wrote a paragraph, bro. I'm writing less than what he just did. What do you mean? Now I'm gonna write more. Okay, not my career, but thanks for helping me possibly revive my channel. Enjoy yellow flashes. Nuts. Let us know how they taste. There we go. I'm curious. Like, I want to know what Yellow Flash's balls taste like because all of these men are licking them. No, they're all licking them. I don't want to find out personally. I'm just curious. Like, what does Yellow Flash's nutsack taste like? Because all of these dudes are clearly licking it, right? So, what does Yellow Flash's nuts taste like, y'all? All you fucking Yellow Flash supporters, I want to know. Where's Katie when you need her? Snip, snip, and clip, clip. Where's she at? I just need to know.
She's crying on Discord about how we were mean to her in the chat.
I mean, you guys were mean to her in the chat.
No, we weren't. She was lying. Don't lie. No one's going to be mean to you if you don't fucking lie.
That doesn't still change the fact you were being mean to her. That wasn't a lie.
No, we weren't being mean.
That was not a lie. You were being mean to her. That's not the lie. I was not
being mean. Mean implies that I was saying things without reason.
Bro, you call her cunty. You call her cunty. No, she wasn't. She was literally having a discussion.
She was lying about what I said. She said that I called her a pedophile when I didn't.
We're not having this argument again, Tony. We're not having this argument again. We're moving on from that, but I'm just saying, don't say she's in the thing crying and saying you guys were mean like y'all weren't being mean. That is a factual statement. Y'all did come at her in the chat. And you know what started it? Fucking Stray Beans, that goddamn instigator.
She takes umbrage to us laughing at dwarves. That's what started it. TJ coming in here saying,
it was Stray Beans, because Stray Beans always got to start some problems. I see him. He always instigate, and I see him. Don't be acting like Stray Beans ain't out here instigating. So when he sees Katie in the chat because he knows I'm going at RenownedZ3ro, because of course when I go at RenownedZ3ro, all your people come and watch. So Stray Beans comes in and he sees Katie. He's like, "Hey, Katie, so about that mint shit you said." And then she's just like, "Well, what did I say?" I wasn't paying attention fully, so I'm paraphrasing. And then Stray Beans keeps going, and then you got more people coming in like, "Oh, Katie's in the chat. We gotta go and say something, call her out." And so everybody comes in here and goes at Katie. Then your ass gets in here. And then, like I said, y'all were being mean. Y'all were being mean. I'm not saying Stray Beans is not a chill guy, but he is an instigator, and he can even admit that he is one. And I'm not hating on him for it. Sometimes instigation can cause great conflict, which makes great content. But he cannot deny that motherfucker ain't out there instigating the motherfuckers, okay? He is. I ain't got no beef with Stray Beans, because Stray Beans don't want no beef with me. Stray Beans don't want no beef with me. I feel like if me and Stray Beans got into a roasting match, I would win. Stray Beans couldn't out roast me. He couldn't. I'm the instigator. Yes, I know. All y'all did do that. So don't say she's in there crying that we're mean to her. Y'all were mean to her. I'd be mean to her. Listen, I would be in Discord crying too if y'all came at me sideways. Okay.
Can I play something? Can I play a clip for you real quick?
Oh, it depends. What's the clip about?
It's you'll see.
And there goes the copyright claim. But also, why are you like this?
Why am I like what? I had someone go to the gym to film.
Oh my god!
Cynic working out.
You know what's funny? Here, now you gonna make me do it, Tony? You gonna make me do it, Tony? You gonna make me do it, Tony?
I have no idea. Make you do what?
What was the last time you was at gym, Tony?
The last time I was at a gym, let me see. It's 2026, so I would say 2018. I went to a gym, I worked out, and I sweated. And when I sweat, I break out.
So y'all are flexing that Cynic is short, but he still go to the gym.
Yes. Here's what I wanted to play for you.
I can do it too. Sleeping with a truth. Checking 2 cartoons. Celebrating June. Hanging out to Goon. When men took my bones. Had no friends at all. Felt like Logan Paul. So I gave E.T. a call. E.T. a call.
Who is that?
It's Riley. You didn't recognize Riley?
No, it didn't even look like him.
Oh, he got fat.
I don't know what.
Why do you think it said when Mint took my balls?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was just looking at this like, what the fuck am I watching? Right? I didn't know who it was. I had no idea who it was. No idea who that was. No clue. I was like watching this, like, I don't even know who this dude is. And then I saw what is supposed to be Cynic. And then I was like, who
that wasn't supposed to be. These are real. That's really him.
I hate you. Y'all are too much. I can't. Y'all are extra for no reason. And now because I did this stream, I definitely fucking kicked the hornet's nest. So let's go. I'm okay with being, kicking the hornet's nest. I don't care. I've been on the internet for 3 years. Oh my God, what are they gonna do? Look up my picture to make fun of me, make memes of me. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Mint was here earlier.
Mint's great. She did an AMA and she's looking better than she ever has. She looks happy with her new boyfriend, Sean. She left Riley. I owe Ray an apology because Mint did say that Riley did emotionally, physically abuse her. That the fighting was real. It was not a bit. Riley was framing it as a bit and telling people it was a bit, but it wasn't. And then she chipped her tooth when Riley slammed her to the floor. I don't think she used the word slam. I think she used the word push, but still.
I mean, when I first covered that situation, I did say that something was off. And then when I covered the Mint breakup thing, like I said, nobody knows what really happened, but like I had speculated something was off. But that's the thing. I had nothing against Mint. I remember when that whole Eric July thing happened. You remember me and you got into an argument about that too when Riley went there and everyone was worried about Mint. And she was very upset that people were kind of like speaking for her. And I get that. Like I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but there was a little bit of things, when you've been in situations like that yourself, you see signs. And I'm just glad that she's happy. And I wish everybody the best with that situation. She deserves happiness and she seems like a nice girl. And, obviously being on the internet, being an attractive female, you're going to get a lot of people talking shit. But like I said, she does look like she's happy. And that's all that really fucking matters. But I did tell you something was off and you're like, nah, they said it was a bit. I'm like, bro, even if it was a bit, then I said this, if it's a bit, damn it, Tony. You got to pick the right fucking layout, bro. It's this one.
It automatically does.
It's this one. Yeah, because it's 2 of us on here. It's this one.
See, she looks happier.
Yeah, I mean, I remember saying to Tony that even if it was a skit, right, I don't think it's normal for a loving relationship to use the other partner to ridicule and humiliate them for content. I think that's kind of weird. And if the other person's okay with it, like fine, but I still think it's weird and it doesn't like look good. In my opinion. That's why I was worried, because it was like, why are we humiliating our girlfriend and like recording her having meltdowns. Like that shit's not okay. I didn't want to see a beautiful young woman, especially like, you know, everyone was talking about how she was autistic. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see anyone like a girl crying and having a meltdown and people filming it and putting it on the internet. That shit's fucking weird. It made me uncomfortable. And that's why I was upset and I said what I said. And then, you know, I get Mint not, you know, Mint came to the chat that time. I remember this. She came to my chat and she was saying how, you know, she's okay and she wishes people would stop speaking for her and make it seem like she's this helpless damsel. And I'm like, I hear you, and I wasn't trying to do that, but you know, that shit bothered me.
Well, to be fair, Saggy, I think a lot of, and I don't want to speak for Mint, but I think if you watch the AMA, clearly a lot of her like going around going, oh, this is not like, we're not being abusive and this is that. A lot of it was like, hey, go make sure you tell people that I'm not beating you up. Make sure people think that this is all a bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was that one video I reacted to where she was having a meltdown. And I was just like, I was disgusted. I'm like, why are we filming this? You know, this isn't content. This isn't funny. And, you know, I felt bad for her because like, if that was real, which she's saying it was, like, if that's real, like that is a moment where you turn off the camera, you know, regardless of how you feel about Mint and her relationship with Riley, whatever. Like, I think that being a boyfriend filming your girlfriend having a mental crisis and putting it on the internet for the world to see, and that's content, that's kind of shitty. That is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there, so I'm not saying I know the whole story, but from my perspective and the thing I saw, that's my opinion.
Anthony Wayne says, does Mitt on her channel? I don't know what that means.
Does what on her channel? Does Mint on what does she do on her channel?
Does Mint on her channel? Does Mint on her? I think he means does Mint own her channel? Maybe that's what he meant. Yeah. So Mint's got her own channel. It's called Minty Crafty, where she's going to be doing AMAs, drawing streams, and reviews and other things.
Does she still do OnlyFans?
No, she quit after she left Riley.
Oh, yeah. I found that a lot of listen, I'm right there with her. I did OnlyFans because my boyfriend at the time thought it would be a good idea, and I quit because me and that guy split up. So I seem to think that like once either girls get into a relationship, they quit OnlyFans, or if their boyfriend's the one that convinced them to do it, once that relationship is done, they quit doing it, especially if that relationship was toxic. Yeah, I would argue
she was bringing all the money in, and Riley was spending it all.
Right. I would argue they use each other for content that could move up. She did. I disagree though, because there are some videos, Matt, that it's like it did come off. And listen, as a female, yes, I'm using that card, as a woman who's been in relationships with toxic men, like you love them and you want to believe that everything they're doing is good and they're not trying to do this, they're not trying to exploit you, they're not trying to take advantage of you, they're not trying to humiliate you, all this stuff. Like you love them, so you look past all that shit. And I think
I thank you for doing that for me.
And I you're funny. I think that when you get to a point where it's getting hard to ignore those signs, and you're starting to really wake up and see that this is unhealthy and this person is not for you. Like, yeah, I don't blame her for finding an opportunity to up and leave, because women do that. I will tell you this, guys. Women always know when they're no longer in love with you long before that we actually leave you, because even though we might still have love for you, being in love with you and having love for you is different. So it's hard for us to up and leave right away when we no longer in love with you. And when we start seeing how bad the relationship is, it's hard for us. It is women's logic, because like we do have emotions we love, but once that love is gone and we know it is, like, yeah, we have to get out. And yeah, of course, when she found somebody else that made her feel the things that she was missing with the other person, I mean, it happens. Like, maybe, everyone could argue the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. She could have did this. She could have handled this better. Cool. But in the moment, you're fight or flight. She flight. There was a flight. She stopped fighting for a relationship that she no longer wanted to be in. And again, at the end of the day, if she's happy, that's all that matters. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who her new guy is. What's his name? Schizo Sean.
Yeah.
I don't think he have a bigger platform than Riley?
No.
Right. So I wouldn't say that because she left for somebody who doesn't have a bigger platform than Riley. So I would say that
and they stayed off the internet for like 3 months.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that that's not what it is. I don't think she used him. I think she genuinely did love the guy. But shit happens, man. And again, it's not my place.
She talks about it, guys. Don't. I love Ray. She's my homie. But I mean, Ray didn't watch the AMA. Mint goes through everything. I'm
talking from experience, goddamn.
But I'm telling you, your experience is not. It's not what she said.
No, I'm not talking.
She says exactly why she was with Riley, why she stopped being with Riley. Like it's all there in the AMA. You can just go to that extreme.
Hold on. Was I wrong by saying she loved him?
No.
Okay, so what did I say that was incorrect? No. What did I say that was incorrect?
You have to watch the AMA. Got to watch the AMA to find out.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to promote her content, and you're like, no, fuck, I don't. No one go watch that thing. Just listen to me.
Hey, I will say this. This might be a little creepy of me to say. Please don't hate me, Mint, for saying it. But like, I was curious because I was, I did OnlyFans too. So no, I did. I looked.
No, I know where you're going because you told me.
I looked.
Like the other day.
Hey, I'm into chicks. She's very gorgeous. She has a nice body. I'm sorry that I won't get to see it in anything new, but she's a very gorgeous young lady. So I'll say that. I'll say that she's very
like a sister. I don't have any feelings towards her.
Hey, I'm not saying I have feelings towards her. I'm just saying she's very gorgeous. She did.
Well, I'm saying
probably,
I don't.
She probably made a decent amount of money.
People go, "Hey, does Saggy look good?" I go, "I don't know. She's my homie."
Bro, you can still say yes.
No, you're like sisters to me.
Well, she's not like a sister to me. She has a very nice body. She has a very nice body.
Well, it's weird because the two of you are like sisters to me. So the two of you can't compliment each other's bodies. I won't allow it.
So here's the thing. Women do compliment each other's bodies, but it's not always in a sexual way. Like women, for some reason, like we can comment on each other's tits and it's not sexual. So like me admiring another woman's body doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. I'm just stating that she does have
for you, but all those perverts in the chat are definitely enjoying it.
Well, I mean, hey, maybe go support her then. Go simp for Mint. I still call the AMA BS. Explains stuff, but doesn't explain it all. Well, in fair, okay, so I will address that.
First off, this is Tiamed. No, this is Tiamed, who's a known liar, who beat up his mother, who got arrested trying to fight Chris Bacon, who is a known liar.
Chris Bacon?
So I mean, he's gonna say it's BS because he's on Riley's side, he's on fucking Sturgis' side, he's on Cynic's side because he doesn't like me.
Why can't anyone
who's on my side is a liar.
But why couldn't I address it? Why did you have to address it?
I just want to give you a preamble. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Anyways, whatever that stuff is, I don't know anything about it, so I'm just gonna address it. I mean, you can call BS on it. That's fair. Just like I call BS on the accusations on Tony. Cool, because I wasn't there, right? So it's hearsay. Just like with the Mint stuff, right? It's hearsay because we weren't there, right? But when it's hearsay, I look at evidence that is public or like whatever's publicly available, right? So with the Riley and Mint situation, before it got to the point where she left, even then I felt like what publicly I saw was an unhealthy relationship from my experience and my perspective, right? But it's not my relationship. So all I can do is speculate and hope I'm wrong and hope that it is a healthy relationship, right? So clearly with her leaving the way she did and her finding somebody else before letting homeboy know what was going on, because again, if we are dealing with a toxic relationship, Tony, give me a second because this is a psychological thing that I have to explain.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm just saying. When it comes to females who are in toxic, unhealthy relationships, like I already explained, it takes us. Wait, what?
One second. You can't say when it comes to females because immediately I was thinking of the "Baby Got Back" song, and I was waiting for you to say when it comes to females, 36, 24, 36.
When it comes to women, because Tony likes
only if she 5'9".
When it comes to women in these type of situations and relationships, they don't always leave. It's a common thing, right? It's hard. But also, like, I don't know the nature of their relationship because I'm not in it. So I'm going to speculate based on what I've seen that it's possible that she did not want to break things off because out of fear of what he could have done. Again, speculation, not saying that's a fact, but it is possible that that could have happened too. However, at this point, Tiamat, I would just say both people, there's one side of a story, there's the other side of the story, and in the middle, there's the truth. We probably will never know the truth because there's not any documented evidence provided to take either one of them as fact at this point, right? So it's more of like what Tony said. You can be on Riley's side on this 100%. That is your right based on what you know. But at the end of the day, if she's happy with where if she's happy with where she's at, and then Riley finds happiness where he's at, he'll survive. He'll get over it. Like Riley will find somebody new eventually. He'll get over it. He'll get over the heartbreak. If he feels it was fucked up, cool. It doesn't change what happened. It's over. He'll find somebody new and he'll move on. That's it. You know.
Here's my take on this comment.
Nobody asked you for your take though.
Here's my opinion on this comment.
Okay.
I love when people come in and say shit like this because they don't go specifics. They don't go, I call BS on the AMA because she said blah blah blah. It's just a blanket statement. I still call the AMA BS. It explains stuff but doesn't explain it all. So what is it that you have a specific problem with, right? What specific thing did she say, explain, or not talk about in enough detail that you have an issue with? Just saying all of it, everything is BS because I didn't like the explanation.
Okay, while we wait for that answer, who's Chris Bacon? Because you said who's Chris Bacon?
Chris Bacon is he's that guy who was Eric July's neighbor.
Oh,
I love that now he's frazzled. Then you lied about the DMs and caught. Also, FrogTony, no one said buddy.
Wait,
I don't even know what any of that means.
Wait, I don't know. Then you lied about the DM. What DMs? Dalish's DMs?
I'm assuming that's what he must mean. Except for I didn't lie about any of the DMs. They're all there. They read them all. She lied about the DMs because when we were DMing, I was under the belief that what she was saying was how she felt. Right? I was under no belief that this was fake. That I was talking to someone pretending to engage with me. I thought I was talking to someone for real. It'd be like if Saggy came out right now and was like, hey, Tony, you know all the DMs we have? I actually hate you, and everything I just said was just to trick you and manipulate you and get information out of you. I would be devastated because I'd be like, wow, I had no fucking clue, right? I have DMs. They're cringe as fuck. But I was engaging with someone, and that person was engaging back, right? And I thought that person was engaging back because they wanted to, not because they were trying to get my clout or manipulate me or trying to have information for later to use. So no one lied.
Which no one really talks about as being a fucked up thing to do to someone. But yeah. I mean,
not just that, but it's like look at the DMs and really look at them, and they'll be like moments where like, okay, we're like we go to sleep, and then she's like DMing me in the morning. Hey, good morning. What's up? Hey, I miss you. Blah blah blah. She's DMing me like, hey, I'm on the plane. I'm gonna land.
I mean, my thing was with that, and why again I'm in disbelief of what happened was like I just don't understand how somebody could, you know, have that happen to them, not say something at the time. Cool, I'll give you that, but like you're still actively engaging with the person on a daily basis, still trying to maintain a friendship with that person who you are now saying that did something very wrong to you. And I think that raises valid reasons to be skeptical of someone's story. Because, you know, when people, especially again, back to women, when women are assaulted, you know, some of them can just, you know, let it slide or whatever, but you have to look at the psychological behaviors after the fact. And like, it's hard to pinpoint sometimes, sure. But in this instance, it's like, there was never an indicator or sign that what had allegedly happened was something that was bothered, you know, by the person. So
well, there was no sign that what allegedly happened was even being alleged until a month later.
I want to know what the lie was. Can we explain what the lie is? Because I
don't know what FrogTony. You did lie about them. Then Cynic, I didn't lie about shit. I said, here's the DMs. Here's her DMing me. Here's her engaging with
I just
me.
want to hear
How's
what
that
the
a
lie
lie?
is. I want to hear what the lie is. That's all. I want to hear what the lie is. Like, can we just get that?
And lied about the ones you released. So the ones I released, you're admitting they're real. So how did I lie about them if they're real?
Is it more about like you didn't show all of them?
I showed the ones I had. I don't have all of them. If I had all of them, I would have read them all.
No, Tim, I'm not. Listen, don't even worry about Tony. Tony likes to address you because you're talking about him. That's just his tism. Listen to me. What lies specifically did Tony say? Because I want to know what the lie is. Because people always keep telling me that Tony lies, and no one sends me shit. Okay, like Cynic will be like, well, Tony lied about this, and he doesn't send me a clip or anything of where Tony said something or did something. And I'm like, I would like to see this evidence. If y'all are trying to convince me that Tony's lying about shit, please show it to me. I'm not against seeing evidence. I would like to know if I need to clap this man myself.
I want to know too. I want
to know if I need to whoop his ass myself, but y'all got to be more specific with me. I can't just go over. That's why people came at me about the Ezra Miller shit. I'm like, sorry, I asked questions and I want to see more evidence before I just condemn somebody to the fucking pits of hell.
Saggy, like, they claim, Saggy, you were there. You're in the DM group. They claim that I lied about me going, hey, if you don't want to participate in this DM group, if you don't want to be part of this team, then just leave. And her not leaving the DM group, they think that I lied about that, despite me showing the screenshots of that conversation.
I know that you've said that not even just once. You've said it before, not to just her or anything, just anyone. I know that that's how, that was there. And so, like, I don't know why people are like, why is that?
After the accusations, after the supposed thing happened, she was still in the DM group. After the accusations were made to me, she was still in the DM group. After I came back from California, she made a new section in her Discord for me. She hit me up in the DM group and said, hey, Tony, here's a new section in my Discord so you could put your links for the show in my Discord. I didn't ask her to do that. She did that on her own. After supposedly,
I do remember. This is not. I don't think this is before the trip to LA, but I do remember at one point you guys got into it and she blocked you because I remember you telling me that she blocked you, but then she unblocked you. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. All I know is I think that it's quoting Dirty Dalish, quoting Dirty Dalish. This stuff is retarded, and I think everyone should just fucking move on. From
there's DMs after I got back from LA in which she's saying that she can't wait to see me at the next event and how, like, oh, which one are you going to go to? And we're discussing whether or not I'm going to go to the Texas one or if she's going to come here to Chicago. She's on the Dick Show talking about coming to Chicago for a Riley event in which somebody is not going to be very happy with her for going to that event in Chicago. Specifically, Chicago, the city I live in. Who's not going to be happy? I would be happy, right? Why would I not be happy? So it definitely wouldn't have been me that she was talking about, but her boyfriend wouldn't have been happy that she was coming to Chicago without her boyfriend and that she was going to be here in the company of me and other people.
So here's a fun fact, though, Tiamat. Before these leaks happened,
how did I show fake screenshots?
Wait, hold on. Before these leaks happened, before that trip, Tony had showed me one snippet of it, which was shown by Cynic in that group. And that was the fucking which one was it? It wasn't the Tummy Kisses one. It was just another crusty ass conversation because I was like, oh my God, Tony, that's disgusting. I don't want to read this. And the reason why I did it is because I don't care if they make fun of you for this, but they're probably gonna. He basically just asked me if like he was misreading the vibes. Okay. He asked me if he was asking me if he was misreading the vibes because on one hand they talk like this and she get cold on him. So like he was asking a female's perspective on it, and he showed me like a snippet. It's like, see, like this is how we talk, and like, am I misreading something? And I was just like, I mean, it sounds like you guys are kind of just having some kind of thing or whatever, but I saw some of those. I saw like not some. I saw one screenshot that Tony showed that Cynic and them put out there. So I don't know what the fake screenshots are, but a lot of that stuff, and even the stuff, Right. And I don't think it's the screenshots are just crusty. Why the fuck are we still talking about these fucking screenshots, bro? Like, I already clowned on him. We can all laugh at Tony for being
you lied about the pizza box. No, I didn't. She admits that I had a pizza box in my hand. Everyone, I had a pizza box. That's why.
What was in that pizza box? What kind of pizza was it, Tony? No, fuck you. What kind of pizza was it, Tony?
Sausage and pepperoni. So here's the thing. Her story isn't that I grabbed her butt. Yeah, I can understand where you hear the word grope and you go, yeah, a pizza box can't grope you. That's not what she claimed. She claimed that I tapped her 3 times on the ass. A pizza box can tap you. You can tap a pizza box and think that it's why would I tap her on the butt? Just with one finger, like deep, 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 3 times, and then just that's it. Like I'm a little kid going, "Excuse me, can I get your attention?"
Well, wasn't the story that it was a tap and then it was a grab? I don't remember.
No, first she said to Finbar, she goes, Tony touched me, and then she said it was 3 taps, and then she said grab, and then it became grope to Cynic and them.
I mean, if you grabbed her butt, that would be a grope, technically speaking.
Right, and I didn't. There was no grope. There was nothing. Anyway.
So was it the hand or was it the pizza box?
Hold on. No, hold on. I didn't lie about anything. The screenshots I showed were all real screenshots. The fact is that she is not in the DM group anymore, so she can't go back and screenshot the DM group, right? Also, she admitted on fucking their own stream, she admitted, and so did Cynic, that these are only the ones that she still has. Because I said it before, we had so many fucking DMs that on your phone will automatically, depending on what kind of phone you have, it can automatically start deleting. Like if you have way too many, like we have 300 DMs, it might only have the storage for 200. So like the first 100 DMs just get fucking deleted, right? You have to put a setting so it doesn't delete, auto delete.
I need to see this because everyone keeps saying he admitted it. It wasn't. He said it was sexual harassment. I need to see the fucking.
I showed you the clip. I sent you the clip. If you want, I'll play the clip right now. I have it.
No, go ahead, play it.
Okay, let me.
Because I gotta end my stream because I gotta go to the store.
I sent you the whole the whole ass clip. This is the clip in which they claim that I am admitting it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. This is more gaming layoffs, gaming with geeks. Let me move that. Didn't. She said, yeah, you did. And she was really upset about this, right? She's like, you patted me on the ass on the way out. I said, no, I didn't. I said, on the way out, I had a box of pizza in my hand. And so how could I have patted you in the ass, right? Because I was holding the pizza. And she's like, oh, you could have been holding it in one hand and we were leaving and you thought no one was going to see. And so she's like accusing me now of like sexual harassment. I don't even know, like it's not assault. It's somewhere in between the two, I guess, right? But basically accusing me of like patting her on the ass without permission, right? And so I was very upset about this. And so we
Hello?
Fucking muted. Did that sound like an admission?
No, not to me.
That sounds like I'm explaining, and I'm still confused because she said in the backstage conversation we had that it wasn't assault, but it was you was a friend going over and like violating boundaries, but it wasn't assault. But also, I'm going to tell everyone that you assaulted me if you don't admit that you assaulted me, right? Why did I trust this one? Because I trust everyone, Anthony. I trust everyone implicitly. I don't lie to people, so I believe that other people don't lie to me, right? The only thing I've ever said is in the conversation I had with Dalish and Finbar, I conceded that she would think that it happened, right? You cannot convince someone who believes something. Like if someone claims that they saw aliens and you could give them all kind of evidence and go, aliens don't exist, you'll never change their mind. So at some point, you're just going to have to concede that they think they saw aliens, right? And so I conceded that she believes this is a thing that happened. Didn't happen, but she believes that, right? And I can't change her mind on that. That's it. That's the only concession I've ever made. Boneyard says this is
this is my therapy. It's hilarious.
I'll tell these people. Everyone wants to, again, just like you said earlier, everyone wants to say I'm lying, but when I ask for specific lies, like Dark Gift, I know you like Dark Gift, but Dark Gift came on my stream and said,
"Hey, you leave my Dark Gift alone."
He said, you lied, Tony, you're lying. And I said, give me a specific lie. And he just said, well, everything. I said, that doesn't help. Give me one specific, like if there's so many lies, you should be able to pick one of them. And then we could just discuss that one lie. And he couldn't. No one can ever tell me what the lie is. And if someone goes, you lied, and then when they tell me what it is, it's, oh, well, so-and-so told me that you said this, or so-and-so had said that you said this, and then it's not actually what I said, right? People make up things and then claim, like, they'll be like, well, Tony said that Katie's a PDF, so that's a lie. And I'll be like, yeah, I never said that. So I didn't lie because I didn't say that. Because what you're claiming is factually untrue. That's why there's no lie there, right? But you wanted to end this because you're going to the store to pick me up a birthday cake, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry, I'm responding to your buddy Renowned. He said, I never lied about you once. I've seen evidence, dummy. Evidence of what? I said you lied about how many times FrogTony paid for my fansly. You lied about me still doing OnlyFans because I quit 2 years ago, and you neglect to acknowledge my defense of you against FrogTony. You're just a mutated hobbit who hates women. No need to keep responding.
I kept saying the N word and then the M word and kept getting blocked. The Lollipop Guild won't accept the truth. Yeah. Apparently, if you put the word Frodo in the Lollipop Guild's chat, they'll ban you.
That's hilarious. So he said, never lied about you.
He's not big mad about being a little guy.
Renowned said, never lied about you once. I've seen the evidence, dummy. I don't know what evidence he's talking about. Drama is all you have, and you'll be nothing but an internet drama whore. Okay. She is par for the course, using the same played out playbook as every CG nobody. Literally, he has used every playbook by a bunch of CG fucking weirdos. Like, it's sad that he is so lacking of self-awareness. The dude's a fucking clown. I don't even know why I keep engaging with him. I think it's just because at this point it's hilarious. And I find it funny that more people are liking my post against him than people are liking his against mine. But I am the nobody. And I hate when people say that I'm a nobody. It's like, I'm a nobody. I'm stupid. I'm just a stupid OnlyFans e-whore, right? Or drama whore, whatever. But yet he keeps responding. You would think that if he is so fucking smart people don't engage with people who they feel are intellectually not as smart as them. Okay. Real chads don't need to announce that they're chads. Like, real alphas don't need to tell you they're alphas. They just are. So RenownedZ3ro just continuously proves how very mentally stunted his brain is when he literally is arguing with somebody that he is claiming to be stupid. Like, you're engaging with a stupid person, sir, right? Why do you keep engaging with the Flash movie? Person?
Yeah, she is dumb. I agree with Sturgis. She is stupid. She liked the Flash movie.
I did like the Flash movie. Yeah, I did. It was very well done. I thought it was a really good movie, but you know, Ezra Miller was in controversy, so nobody wanted to watch it. You're stupid, nobody trash tuber. I know, and yet I'm a stupid YouTube trash tuber, whatever, nobody that everyone keeps entertaining. I guess.
Gaggy, I didn't tell you that. I forgot to tell you.
What?
Did you know that Sidekick Max is doing? She's gonna be a tattoo artist now.
Nice. I saw some of the drawings when they were younger. They were pretty good.
Yeah, well, she sent me a picture today what she's working on. Hold on, let me show you. She said she's learning how to do shading and stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, shading's hard for a tattoo artist. It's not the same as using a pen.
So they're teaching her.
Ooh, I like that. That's her drawing?
I think she did the one on the bottom.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, good for her.
She's going to be a good artist. Not only learning shading, but she recreated it, obviously, right?
She made it her own.
Yeah, it's a little different.
She added a few details. Like, she added more shading in hers. If hers is on the bottom, she added more shading. Oh, wait, no, that's skin. That's an actual skin. So she drew it on the top. No.
No, that's not skin. That's a board.
That's a board?
Yeah.
Well, it's
I think it's a thing that to make it like practice on skin? It's not someone's arm. What do you think? Someone's got a big flat fucking.
I wasn't looking that detailed. Sorry, I wasn't looking. On my screen, I had to look at my TV. I was like, okay, yeah, that's a board. Don't judge me. I feel like I'm being judged. I'm being judged. Bro, these people online are fucking hilarious.
But yeah, so
But yeah, anything else you want to say? Because I do got to run to the store before they close.
No, just my kid's happy. They've been attacking Sidekick Max. So.
Why? Sidekick Max is awesome.
Because apparently I'm a horrible father.
Why? Says who?
Because I love my kid. I treat my kid like an adult. I talk to my kid. I never talk down to my kid. I always gave my kid the opportunities to make their own mistake. I respected their decisions. I supported and loved my kid. I'm a horrible person. I didn't, my kid's not baptized because I didn't want to force my religion on my child.
Listen, considering some of these people are supporting Yellow Flash, who we already talked about what he's into, some of them probably shouldn't be parents.
Yeah, so.
Well, anyways, all right, I'm into the stream. Thanks, Tony, for coming on and arguing with me for another extra hour than I wanted to stream about fucking RenownedZ3ro, because, whatever. I'm going to go back to living my life and not acknowledging the fact that all these people live terminally online.
Living the best life. She ain't going back and forth with you ninjas.
Nah, I just that content was great. Like, thank you for giving content. You're just a drama whore. Yeah, no shit. Like, who denied that? Like, you're also the fucking weirdo flexing that you could bench press more than a fucking female can. Like, that's the type of dude we're dealing with, guys. I can lift more than you, Ray. I can lift more than you. Okay, well, that's good. How about you lift your fat ass and go read a book and educate yourself a little bit better on how to talk shit to people on the internet? Because I guarantee you can lift 220 pounds, bitch. That's how much your fucking body weighs. So stand up. There you go. You lifted 220 pounds. Proud of you for lifting your fat ass up. There you go. Good for you. He can lift 220 pounds, y'all. Stand up, RenownedZ3ro. That's you lifting. You guys, he really, Tony, this man really hit us with the, do you even lift, bro?
Hey, you haven't seen his video? He does months in the gym, bud. Months in the gym.
Tony, he hit us with the, do you even lift, bro? I mean, the thing is, can women lift a lot of weight? Sure. When they train for it, right? I am a regular average woman who does not go to the gym and lift weights. If I wanted to lift 200 and something, I could. I would just have to train for it and build up muscle. But the fact that he literally is using that to flex already proved how feeble-brained he is. How are you going to flex about lifting 200 something pounds more than a female? And that's your gotcha. Oh, you guys see? I got her good. I can lift more than her. Nobody was arguing that you couldn't, sir. No one brought up lifting weights but you. All I brought up the fact that you called me a fat fucking whore, and I brought up the fact that you have almost bigger titties than me, and you got so triggered by that, you had to flex on the internet to a bunch of fucking strangers who generally don't give a fuck if you're alive today and dead tomorrow about how much more you can lift than my 5'4" tiny ass. Congratulations, you can stand up. I'm proud of you. Lift your fat ass up and get some brain cells, bro. Cause nah, and you will never out roast me. Sorry. Like, people always think they can shit talk me, and I'm just like, this is bad. Like, please, Yellow Flash, if you're gonna send anyone out to try to get me, please send somebody better.
Well, Yellow Flash didn't send them. Sturgis volunteers for this kind of work.
Oh, he doesn't do it to suck off Yellow Flash?
No, he does it to suck off Yellow, but I'm saying Yellow Flash isn't asking for it. He does it like out of obligation.
Yo,
he's that much of a simp for Yellow Flash, is what I'm saying.
Jarbo, me and you have had our moments. So we have our moments. I'll say this: Jarbo's probably the only one that could probably stand toe to toe with me roasting. He's had some. I'm sure a lot of guys like to spit roast you. No, a lot of guys just a lot of guys just want me to spit.
That's not. Come on. That's my homie. Don't talk about my homie like that.
They just want me to spit on that thing. Hawk two. That's what they want.
I don't want to hear that kind of talk from you.
No, well, here's the thing. The funny thing is, before I go, right, the funny thing is about my haters, right, is like a lot of my haters who hate my guts, they hate my opinions, they loved my tits. on Fansly. They love it. A lot of them messaged me on Fansly and was like, hey, I know we don't agree on a lot of stuff, but I hate to say it. I was expecting to come on here to make fun of your tits, but they're really nice. And I'm like, yeah, I know my hate. I knew when I signed up for Fansly to put Fansly content out that a lot of my haters would subscribe wanting to make fun of my body. And then they did, and they saw my body, and they were like, boing.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks, guys.
I'm just saying, a lot of these guys who hate my guts saw my tits and were like, I can't even deny they're nice tits. And I'm like, exactly. We don't have to agree on anything aside from the fact that I have nice titties. That's it. All you have to do is admit you can hate fap me and I have nice tits. Okay? That's all you need to do is just say, yes, those are very nice boobs, but I hate hearing your voice.
I don't see them. They're invisible to me. I don't see any boobs.
Tony's gonna have a disappointing fap after the stream, which is gonna be really gross.
No, never.
Yes, Jarbo says I've seen the boobs and I'm not impressed. No, you don't like my boobs because of my tattoo. We've had this conversation, Matt. We've had this conversation. It's not the titties that turned you off. You just don't like my chest piece on my chest. You don't like it. We've had this discussion. You're not impressed.
I'm gonna tap out.
I'm just saying that's his issue. He don't like my tits because he doesn't like the tattoo we talked about. Okay, bye, Tony.
Bye, everyone.
I know. Yes, bye, Tony. Yes, I know you hate the tattoo, Matt. That's why we've had this conversation. It's not the tits that makes it unattractive to you. It's my tattoo. We've had this discussion. Now, if I didn't have the tattoo, listen, Matt, just take AI, put my titty pics in AI, and have them remove the tattoo. And then tell me if they don't look good without the tattoo. AI exists, Matt. Just use it for that purpose. Just use it for that purpose, okay? I'm just saying. They're not saggy beefy. Stop lying. Stop lying. Okay, I gotta go. I'm running. Yeah, no, I'm good. Exactly. See, you don't want to admit that I have nice tits, so you're gonna use the excuse, Matt, that the tattoo. Listen, I gave you permission. You don't have to say it feels weird. I'm giving you my permission. It would be weird if you did it and I had no knowledge of it, which, by the way, I guarantee you a lot of the shit y'all motherfuckers did with my OnlyFans pictures, I don't need to know. But if I gave you permission to take the tattoo off of the titties, it's not weird anymore. It'd be weird if you did it without me giving you permission to put my titties through AI. I'm not saying you would fap to it. Tony definitely would, but you probably not. Okay, Tony's in a bind right now. I'm the only female he talks to that doesn't hate his guts. He's in a bind. Tony needs something. He's gonna have a sad yank. I gotta go. On that note, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a great rest of your goddamn night. RenownedZ3ro, go fuck yourself. Have fun e-fapping this for your audience so you guys can all talk shit. And I'll just continue making my content on my dead channel because I'm just a drama whore. I'm a drama whore. But hey, at the end of the day, I still look better than you, sir. And you're right. I could not lift your 220-pound ass. So with that being said, y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.